And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem. And welcome in to MCS Sports for tonight's broadcast of your Friendswood Mustangs, taking on a very important district game, the Pasadena Eagles. I am here, Coach Fritz. We're going to thank you again for Miss Krista getting us on the air. Without the producer extraordinaire, we are nothing. And, of course, I'm joined, as always, by former Mustang, great young man, Mr. Jacob Rich.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy to be here. And like you said, Coach, big district game tonight. Friendswood and Pasadena both coming into this game 0-3 in district. One team will end this game with their first win in district. Hopefully that's our Friendswood Mustangs here tonight, Coach.
Absolutely. As we look at the schedule going on, Jacob was kind of scouring over this on our fall break, which was very nice to have a couple days off. By the way, Angleton, top of the district, 4-0. Crosby, 4-0. Porter will play them here in the near future, 2-1, and LaPorte 2-1. Important to note out that LaPorte has the head-to-head against us if Friendswood does win a few more games, unless LaPorte's going to lose some more district games. We'll see how that shakes out. Friendswood, Fort Bend, Kempner, Pasadena, down there at the bottom. Kingwood Park is 2-2. Again, we haven't played Kingwood Park. We have not played Fort Bend, Kempner. We're playing Pasadena tonight. We've got to play Porter next week. So basically what it boils down to is we can't worry about what everybody else does each and every Friday. We just got to win.
Absolutely.
We just got to win.
You know, we've said it several times on the show. From this point in the season till the end, the only objective, Coach, is to be 1-0 on Saturday morning. That's all that matters at this point in the season. We were talking about a pregame, the Mustangs. We cannot worry about any other team. We just have to simply focus on our schedule ahead and getting the W every Friday going forward.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to wake up Saturday morning being 1-0, and that's super important. As I kind of like the fact that it is in our court. The ball's in our court.
Right.
We're not waiting on somebody else to lose. We got to basically take care of business each and every week. And just kind of scouring over the Pasadena roster here, that you said there's about 40 or so guys on the roster. Friendswood's got a few more than that. I think one thing Friendswood may be able to do, just looking at the sidelines, maybe just out-athlete them with the number of guys, outnumber them with the number of guys we have they're able to play.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I'm looking at the lineup right here. Pasadena is not as bad as other teams that we have seen, but they certainly do not have as many backups, fresh legs for offensive line, defensive line, every position to keep rotating in fresh bodies throughout the game. So hopefully Friendswood can wear them down and come, like I said earlier, come out of here with a big first district win here tonight.
It's going to be a good game. It's a beautiful night here. A little cloud cover, but you can't see all the stars, but it's not supposed to rain. We've got the wonderful lights here at the Henry Winston Stadium, which, funny enough, I was driving in tonight. I have not done a home game since August the 29th because I was out of town the last time we were home, and we had that long streak in September. We were away every single week, and, of course, the bye week was in there as well. So tonight we're home. Friendswood's got the solid blue, sharp look, if you ask me.
Sure are.
They've got the blue helmets. They have their blue jerseys and blue pants with the white little stripe down the side. Friendswood is going to be receiving the ball here in this first part of the game, hoping we can get off to a nice start. But it looks good. You have Pasadena Eagles. They're in their white tops and their green pants and a white helmet. So very opposing looks, and as opposed to some schools that are kind of purplish. I was watching the TCU and the Kansas State game the other day, and it was kind of purple on purple.
I was going to say a whole lot of purple there.
Yeah, a whole lot of purple going on. So anyway, so we're here tonight, 12 minutes starting off this quarter, or this game, I should say, here at 7:06 evening. I know one schedule said 6:30.
Yeah.
But you got to check Rank 1. Rank 1's the one that always gets updated, and the game was moved to 7 o'clock. So it looks like Jerome and Charlie Moore back for the Mustangs. They're going to onside kick it right out of the gate, which is interesting, and we're just going to drop on that ball. I guess Pasadena was trying some tomfoolery, and we're having none of it, and that is number 25 jumping on that, Bruce Adame. It's going to give the Mustangs great field position. Not sure why. I guess you got nothing to lose. I don't know.
That's certainly an interesting way to open the game. We did see a surprise onside pretty early in the game last week, but it definitely wasn't opening kickoff early that we saw an onside last week.
Yeah, Pasadena, as we talked about in the pregame here, 0-3 in district. They've only scored 13 points in their district games this year. So
I guess you got to get a little creative when that's the case.
Yeah, for sure. So Mustang, here we are, 1st and 10 on about the 47. Swing pass out. It's going to be a swing route, and he's going to break it. He's at the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. He is going to walk all the way in untouched. First play, Brister to number 22. Is that right?
Jensen Hackney?
It is. Senior wide receiver, Jensen Hackney. Haven't called his name much this year.
I was going to say.
Maybe they decided to try somebody new, but that is a wide receiver screen, touchdown, Mustangs.
Yeah, and the interesting part was, Hackney wasn't even touched. He caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage and just ran in a straight line for about a almost 60-yard touchdown right there.
He did. So that's a nice way to start the game. Joy to hold. The kick is up, and it is booted almost to the scoreboard. Vince Sainter's got a cannon for a leg.
Yeah, he sure does. And there you have it. 14 seconds into the game, Mustangs are already on the board.
I mean, pretty good game plan.
Yeah.
Way to draw that up, Coach Johnson.
I mean,
come on.
I couldn't have done it any better myself.
I don't know. I don't know if he could have dreamt that any better. We'll take it.
I was going to say, and that's a good. I like what that's a good sign from the offense. I like that Coach Johnson is getting players, all kinds of different players involved from the jump. Like you said, we haven't been calling Jensen Hackney's name a lot, and he goes to him the very first play of the game. That's going to set him up with confidence and kind of better establish that connection that he has with Brister going forward. So I really love the play design right there by Coach Johnson.
Yeah, and I'm sure Coach Toon, who's the OC, and Coach Johnson said, we got to get the ball to the skill guys.
Yeah.
Let's just get it out there. Let's try something quick. You know, last week we talked about the O-line being hurt, right? We didn't have a BB. He was out. Come to find out later in the week, I was told 3 starters were out last week's game. So that doesn't bode well. I'm not sure if they're playing today. We're not sure how that's going to shake out. But nice way to get Brister away from getting sacked. Just get it out there to the skill guys. Let him take care of it. All right, so now it's going to be a kickoff for Mustangs. They're going to boot this one all the way down. Going to be taken by Pasadena at about the 7-yard line by number 88. He's trying to break it outside. Too many Mustangs there, and he is absolutely swallowed up by number 27 on that, James Butler.
Yeah, that was number 88, Aiden Palacios. Just nowhere to go, like you said, on the kickoff right there. He was swarmed by about 6 Mustangs, and Mustangs kickoff team able to down the ball at about the almost 13-yard line.
Yeah, and, you know, I love giving Tuggy a hard time. His name's James, but he goes by Tuggy. I
yeah.
know that. And actually, it was not 27. My eyes are getting bad. That was number 26 on that tackle, Enzo Pasquale. So I apologize there, Enzo, not giving you the proper credit. I just didn't think that I looked at it twice. I thought, Butler's not playing defense, is he?
Yeah.
On the kickoff anyway. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10, 11:46, as you said. Starting off, inside handoff, already a flag on the very first play. He's going to try to bounce it outside, only get a couple yards. There's a flag on the first play of offense for Pasadena.
Yeah, and I got to guess that's going to be a defensive offsides right there based on the fact that the refs let him run the play. Let's see.
They're giving Coach Johnson the options of what you want to do.
Oh, well, that was on the offense. Okay. Usually when it's a false start, they don't let the offense continue to run the play, but they did right there, so that was interesting from the referees.
They're going to back that up now. It's going to be, instead of 2nd and a little short, they're going to go ahead and have it back to 1st down and about 16 on that. Be nice to get a safety right here, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Start this game off right.
I think you read my mind, Coach.
3 in the backfield, no receivers out for Pasadena. Inside handoff. Looked like that was to number 2, Giancarlo Torres, a sophomore running back. Really only got about 3 yards on that.
And looks like we have an injured Eagle on the field.
So it's going to be timeout on the field. They're going to let the guys go talk to their coaches. You know, Jacob, we were talking about just the schedule a few minutes ago. So as we look at that going forward, we're going to have got Pasadena tonight, 7 o'clock kickoff. Was changed from 6:30. Porter at Porter. And that's going to be a haul.
It is.
We're going to have to drive up there. It's going to be a good little haul, especially on a Friday afternoon.
It certainly
Getting on
is.
to Porter may take us more than we think. We have to leave school early. I don't know, but I have to schedule our time. Then we have Kingwood Park. And the Kingwood Park game is on the 30th, which is actually a Thursday, not on Halloween night, which is the 31st. So Kingwood Park at Kingwood Park. And we finish the season with Fort Bend Kipner's. That young man's up on his own power. Looks like he might have hurt his knee or ankle a little bit. Hope he's okay.
Yeah.
So that we finish the season on the 7th against Fort Bend Kipner. So, I mean, honestly, games that I think are winnable for the Mustangs.
I was just about to say these are winnable games for the Mustangs. And like you said earlier, the fact that we know we've got to win out, that kind of adds some urgency. Maybe you play a little bit harder knowing that we can't afford to drop the ball in any of the next 4 games.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. The onus is on us, basically, to take care of business each and every time. So So it's going to be 2nd and about 14. Pasadena backed up way in their own side of the field. Handoff again to number 2.
Just nowhere to go.
He has nowhere to go as the D-line just jumps on that. Again, that is number 2, Giancarlo Torres.
And this is a really interesting offensive formation that they've come out of here, Coach. I'm not even really sure what to call it.
Yeah, they're just all bunched in. There is no receiver on either side. They're doing just a bunch, what he used to call the junior Army left and Army right, and all that type of stuff. But they're not even faking what they're doing. They're just going to hand it off. Maybe that's why they only scored 13 points. I don't know.
That could very well be it.
And all their coaches must be on the sidelines because normally the visiting coaches are beside us, but there's actually no one in the booth except the camera guy.
Yeah, I was looking at that earlier.
Outside to number 4 is going to get absolutely nowhere. He breaks one tackle, but he's going to get taken down, and it's going to be pushed back. Forward progress is going to give him about the 4. That's not going to be a safety. As guess who? Number 97 for the Mustangs, Jacob Molina, is in on there, as well as other guys pushing him all the way back. That is going to put 4th down from the 4-yard line.
Yeah, and forward progress was.
Yes, go ahead.
I was going to say forward progress was the only thing that stopped the Friendswood defense from getting a safety right there. They knocked the runner back a good 5 yards.
And the scoreboard says 4th down, which I thought it was. The lineman over there has the down as the 3rd down. I didn't think that was right a minute ago, but I didn't want to say anything. And the snap goes way over the punter's head, like a mile over his head.
He didn't even try to grab it.
He didn't even jump. He just let the ball go over him. You know, Josh Brister, the 6'6" quarterback of Friendswood, probably couldn't have caught that.
No.
That dare I say it, almost looked like designed. I mean, seriously, let's just give him 2.
Yeah.
So we don't have to punt or we block her. I don't know. But anyway.
I don't either.
That was snapped. The guy didn't even jump to get it.
And the cherry on top, there was an offside or a false start penalty on the punting team right there. Wow.
Make him punt it again.
I was going to say.
Half the distance. Yeah, that was we'll take the 2 points and go with it. So
there's that safety.
So there's that safety. Okay, we talked about earlier. Now it's 9-0 Mustangs, 9:24 here in the ball game. Again on a gorgeous night. Nice crowd. I think it's pink out now. There's lots of pink out there in the crowd.
Yeah.
Not a ton of students tonight because it is fall break. I had several students. About 100 at the junior high who were not at PSAT on Wednesday because it's 8th grade only. And I had several kids on my football team who were not here this week at all. We practiced Monday and Tuesday, and we were just kind of piecing it together as best we could, trying to get guys out there on the practice side. But anyway, so a lot of kids gone, fall break, people go and travel and do their thing. And, of course, the kids are out Monday too now. We have to work, teachers, but kids are out Monday too. So they took that as a long 5 days, probably did some traveling, some things like that, to get the long haul into Thanksgiving and, of course, Christmas after that. So really, once you kind of knock out October, the year kind of just flies by to me. Football ends, and basketball starts, and you just boom, 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 boom. So
right. Once you hit about September, you blink and it's December.
Yeah, if you can get through September and I can get into October, usually September is just a long month. If I can just knock out September, with the classroom and all the stuff we're doing with the kids and working out, and it gets a little cooler.
Yep.
It'd be nice to get it a little cooler, but
sure would.
All right, so here we go. Back to live action. Pasadena's going to put that on the tee from the 20-yard line. Jerome and Moore are back for the Mustangs. They are going to boot this one this time. It is going to be taken by number 2, Charlie Moore. He's going to be jogging out to the 50, going to cut back inside.
He's got a gap.
He's going to get outside. He's got a lane. He's going to the 40, 30, 5.
Stiff arms, man.
He's going out of bounds. He's still in bounds and rolling down to about the 22-yard line.
Yeah.
Great return. Good blocking upfield by the Mustangs. That is number 2, Charlie Moore, and that is a nice job giving the Mustangs in scoring position. Right here, I may go for just go for it. Go for a touchdown.
That's the first thing that came to my mind right here is what kind of plays do we have that I can count on about a 23-yard completion right here.
Exactly.
Is exactly what I would be looking for. But like you said on that return right there, great job by the Mustangs return team, blocking and setting up a big gap for Moore to run through for the big return.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they're lined up like they might run. I really hope they take a shot here.
Well, they've got 2 receivers up top. Bristol's going to sling it out a little outside for Black. Couldn't quite get it out there, but Bristol's rolling out to his left, kind of having to swing back there with that right hand.
Tough throw for a quarterback to make on the run.
For sure. Again, Mustangs in the line quick. Dual receivers up top. Single reset. Going to hand it off And the cut, Bateman's going to cut it back inside, breaks one little tackle, scoots, drives his feet forward, keeps it going. Going to get a first down for the Mustangs at the 11-yard line.
And just zen-like patience right there by Bateman to wait, see that the hole's not open, cut back, and pick up a first down.
Back to the line quickly. Another handoff to Bateman. He's going to do the cut back again, going right up the middle, drive those legs, and it's going to be 6. Bateman runs that in nice and quick. Good blocking up front, getting the second level.
Great blocking, and Bateman just kind of zipped and cut back and made another good cut, and couldn't be more easy for the Mustangs to score right there with the big return and 3 plays, touchdown.
Yeah, Charlie Moore setting him up with a great return off that I don't really call it a punt, because back when I was in school, you had to punt after a safety.
Yeah.
Now they get the choice, but call it a kickoff if you want to. Joy going to hold the snap. The snap is good. And again, booming it right through. It's going to make that 16 quick points here for your Mustangs. And again, appreciate everybody checking us in. Darwin Conwell checking us out from Lexington. Again, we're getting nationwide.
We are.
We're getting nationwide. Again, Coach Butler, thank you for joining in as well. Seth Harris. Coach Harris. A long time ago.
Shout out, Coach Harris.
Shout out. Miss Butler said she got in a little bit late.
That's all right.
Yeah. And Coach Butler said, the kids are fighting hard. They're kind of outnumbered here. They never give up. They're kind of overmatched, but they fight hard every game. And that's really all you can ask of the high school kids.
Right.
There's games Friendswood has been outmatched. You just have to go in there, fight every play, do what you can, each and every play. Forget the play before. Just play hard, line up. We tell our junior high guys, you have a job on every play. I tell my kids all the time, just do your job. Don't worry about what this guy or this guy does. You do your job, and everything's to take care of itself. When you got 11 guys working together, if you just do your singular job, whatever you're supposed to block or run or pass or whatever, you do that thing, and everybody come together, it makes a big difference. So I'm sure their coach is telling them the same thing. Just stick with it. Still got a few games to go, Pasadena. You just need to make sure you do your job each and every week. Win or lose, you can learn a lot from the game of football.
100%, yeah, and they still come out here. They still compete.
Absolutely. All right, Mustangs, gonna kick this thing off here from the 40. Moving all the way back, going to be taking Pasadena by number 88 at the 11-yard line. He is in pursuit, and he is going to get absolutely nowhere, as that is number 0, Grant Martin, coming all the way down there, hustling, and making that play.
What was it about rats and Cheetos?
He was like a rat on a Cheeto.
That's what he looked like right there,
yeah,
Coach.
he did. Aiden Palacios, the junior, number 88 for Pasadena, thought he was going to get outside, and no, sir. All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 21 of Pasadena's own side. They're going to have it might be tough sledding today. We'll just have to see.
Yeah, I think I might have to agree with you there, Coach.
You have to forgive us if you the live stream is a little bit delayed from the live action, so when I'm looking at some of the comments and stuff, it's a little behind, so it kind of throws me off every now and then, but that is okay. Pasadena, finally has a man up top. A receiver.
I was just about to say.
Yeah, finally have a receiver up top.
They finally have a receiver up top, but I bet you they run the ball here, Coach.
They might. Their referees are talking about something.
It looks like a timeout.
I don't know what that official did. I just saw him point to the Friendswood. Are they re-kicking?
That's what it looks like we're doing. I didn't see any kind of penalty flag. I didn't see. Wow, this is pretty interesting here. So the Eagles return the kick, set up to run an offensive play, and now it looks like the refs have declared that we are now going to redo the kickoff for reasons we.
Mulligan.
It's
like my golf. Mulligan. I don't like that. Mulligan.
Yeah, I forgot about the mulligan.
Yep.
I totally forgot about that.
My golf game is one of those games that, I'm not saying I cheat.
Oh, of course.
I'm just saying that.
Get a little liberal with.
Interpretation of the rules.
Yeah.
If I lose a ball, that's a stroke penalty, right?
Of course.
If I find one, I should get a stroke back. That's the way I look at it.
That's how I play.
I find one, I should get it back. That's.
Everyone doesn't play it like that?
Tomato, right?
That's what I say.
That's what I look at. But for some reason, the way I play is frowned upon. But whatever's fine.
You're so wise, Coach. My goodness.
Yeah. Or if my father-in-law plays, with me, he'll say, "Oh, that's good." I go, "Thanks, I got a 4." He goes, "No, no, no, no. You have to put that one in." I said, "You said it's good." That'd have been your 5th one. I said, "If you say it's good, I don't even take that."
I was going to say.
But, can't do that. All right, here we go. As if it never happened. So we're going back to the 35. There had to be a penalty on Friendswood somehow because it backed us up 5 yards. So now it is going to be Friendswood from the 35.
On a boot right there.
Down. Another one's going to actually go further than the last time.
What's going on here?
Did he fair catch that?
I don't believe I have ever seen. Did he?
Because he didn't even run.
No.
And the ball. No, hang on.
What is going on here?
Maybe he didn't want to run it. He's going to take the.
Is it like NFL rules where you take a fair catch?
And you get it on the 20?
I guess so.
The 25, excuse me. I don't ask me. I don't know.
Guess you learn something new every day, right?
I guess so. I guess he didn't feel like running around getting tackled again. So, okay.
All right.
Here we go. 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line. Dual receivers and 2 running backs as well here to the near side.
Oh, goodness.
And when I say near side, I'm talking, what are we doing? The referee has stopped the game again.
Well, we just can't run a play here.
We cannot. Again, when I say near side, I mean the Friendswood side, so that's where we're standing. Okay, near side, 2 receivers, a handoff again. Number 4 is going to cut it back. Not going to get much there. The D-line of Friendswood and the linebackers are just absolutely swallowing that up. That was handed off to number 4 of Pasadena. Sean Aguirre, sophomore. He's listed as a sophomore quarterback, even though he was running
the ball there.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little misdirection on their part.
Maybe so.
And it looks like Coach Griff prepared for a pretty big rushing attack here by Pasadena. Friendswood usually at least starts games in kind of a 3-man front with a drop-down linebacker. Tonight, Friendswood's coming out in what looks like 5 down linemen front, expecting the run.
Exactly. Going to be 2 receivers on the top side. Handoff again. Number 2 is going to get Nowheresville again as this tough sledding for the Eagles, as that was taken down by number 31 of the Mustangs, Judson Stevens. Not much going on for Pasadena up the alleyways of the runs.
And that's 2 straight runs to the side that Jacob Molina's on. That guy's pretty good. I think I would be running to the other side if I were Pasadena, but that's just me.
I would run away from Molina myself.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm not running from anybody. But that's not the point. And like you said, Friendswood is definitely coming up with their strong up front D-line. Four guys up front, not going with the 3. They're definitely four down linemen. They have a linebacker on this near side as well. Pasadena 2 receivers up top. An inside handoff again and just getting nowhere
to go.
Kreitz is in there, number 18. Oh, goodness. 49, Garrison. No, excuse me. Alan Ford. I could keep on listing these guys if I can see all of them. They're just not getting anywhere at all.
Nope.
Pasadena's having no luck. It is going to be 4th and 5.
And it looked for a second like they were considering going for it, but Pasadena ultimately brings out the punt team here.
I definitely wouldn't go for it on own 30.
No, based on how things have been going so far, yes.
No, and Charlie Moore is back for the Mustangs. And the Mustangs are coming. Oh, they do not get the block. They try. That is a nice hanging punt. Good punt. Charlie has to go fair catch because there was 2 defenders there right in front of him, but Mustangs going to get the ball on the 40-yard line. Nice punt, though. Got to give him some credit.
It was a really nice punt.
Yeah, very nice. Nice hang time. Defense holds. They've done a great job. Give those guys a little rest. Have a seat.
And just to go back on what we were talking about earlier, I see a BB in the huddle, so it looks like he's fine this week. I'm not sure who the other missing Friendswood starters were, but definitely good to see a BB back there shoring up that Friendswood offensive line.
Yeah, and that's what I was told. Somebody told me that on Monday or Tuesday. I really don't know. But so doubles receiver on the near side. Man in motion. Rudolph is going to come now to the near side as well. Bateman off to the right. Going to hand off to Bateman. He's going to cut it back inside. No, it's not Bateman. That's Charlie Moore. I'm sorry. Spin move. Going to rumble, tumble, bumble. Get all the way down to the 50-yard line. Mustang's going to hurriedly get on the ball. 1 receiver on the near side. No, we're going to now have 2 receivers on the near side. Doubles, my bad, excuse me. Keep changing their positions here. Bristol's going to be back. Got a man in the middle. Little high. Intended for Jerami, number 14. A little high for Jerami. Ball goes incomplete.
Yeah, and Bateman got away with a false start right there, lining up at the wideout position. Started just before the ball got snapped, but the ref didn't see it, so we're all good.
Charlie Moore back again. Going to hand that ball off to him. Going to break it out to his left. Going to stiff arm.
Nice.
Going to get really nowhere on that as Pasadena's going to swallow him up. He's still fighting, trying to get a yard or two, but too many Eagles there landing on him. That's going to push the Mustangs back about 3 yards. Depends on if they give any forward progress or not. Charlie made the slip move on the first guy, but too many Eagles there to swallow him up.
Yeah, and it was a loss of yards on the play, but that was a nice stiff arm right there by Charlie Moore.
Double set. Running back off to Brister's right. Looking at the sidelines for maybe the play change.
A lot of cushion on the near side on Bateman.
Handoff again to Moore. Oh, he's barely tripped up.
Just tripped.
And that is 22. Jensen Hackney is in the game quite a bit here so far. Haven't seen him in the game much, but maybe they found something in practice. Hey, could exploit that. He's here on the near side. Again, doubles receiver set. Got to get set there, people. And they're getting set. And again, Charlie Moore is off to Brister's right. Same formation.
This is 4th down, I believe. They're going for it on 4th and 10 here, Coach.
Interesting. Uh-oh, hang on.
Hold on, I might have to eat my words there.
That is a timeout, Pasadena. Looks like they're going to little swing out to Charlie Moore, and if those two receivers block, that might have gotten it. That looked like a good little play call there. But Pasadena has stopped it with a timeout here. 4:22 in this first quarter. Your Mustangs are already up 16-0 against the Eagles. Again, appreciate you guys checking us out tonight. It's a beautiful night. If you can't make it, we understand. Just listen to us, right?
Yeah, that's what we're here for, Coach.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And again, thank you to Krista for getting us on here tonight with the all the equipment, everything like that. It is no small task. We appreciate Al Tag and all the work that he does with his. I say they're not kids; they're young adults. Young adults here in the program. I'm an old man. I say kids. I don't mean no disrespect, but I'll be 55 soon. I can call him a kid.
Yeah, I think you could. I think you've earned that.
I've earned that. Now, here we go. Enough about me, more about the Mustangs. Here we are. Again, Mustangs are going to go for it in this 4th down. It is double receiver set. Hackney and Jerome here to the near side. On the top is AJ, and I can't tell the number. I can't see it. Charlie Moore is off to Brister's right. Looks like it's going to be the same play. Swing out there to Charlie Moore. If they do the blocking, it's going to get it. Charlie Moore stiff arms one guy, gets it, breaks it. He's at the 30, the 25. Is going to get pushed, hit out of bounds.
That's a horse collar. And
Charlie points first down. That is going to be a first down for the Mustangs. They just ran the same play they were going to run the first time. Hey, I got confidence in it. Let's just run it again.
I was going to say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah, and they ran it. It's going to take all the way down to the 15, 16-yard line. No, excuse me. Yes, 16-yard line, give or take. Mustangs hurley the line near receiver 1. Going to hand that off to Charlie again. Going to cut it back inside. He gets hit, but he shrugs that guy off like nobody's business. Trips and rolls and falls forward to the 7-yard line, just 1 yard shy of the first down. Clock's running at 3:52, but of course Mustangs really don't have any reason to be in a hurry.
No, not at all.
Single receiver set. Hackney on this side. Hand it off again to Charlie Moore. He's going to cut it back inside. Hit. It just seems like the Eagles really can't take us down one man on one.
No, I don't.
More Bateman.
I don't think that I've seen a tackle by the Eagles tonight made by the first guy that got to the ball.
Yeah, I don't think so either. The single receiver set kind of bunched in a little tighter than normal. Got a little.
Flag. I see.
There's flags. Yep. And it looked like Rudolph was like a little H back there trying to break it in for Charlie Moore. He didn't quite get it anyway. But let's see what the flag is.
It's in the back of the end zone. I'm trying to. Let's see.
And the referee's asking Coach Johnson what he wants to do, so it must be on the Eagles.
I guess that's going to just get the Mustangs a little bit closer to the goal line.
Oh, no, it is.
Is it on us?
Oh, no, hang on.
Okay.
Because he has to mark it off from edge of line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Okay. It's basically where they gave him the forward progress anyway.
I was going to say,
really do much.
Doesn't really make a big difference here.
Yes, no hill of beans there, as they say.
Do they say that?
I said that in Tennessee, so I don't know who says it, but that's what I say. But I'm weird. I say a lot of things. I say rat on a Cheeto, all that stuff. So,
I was going to say.
I mean, that's just kind of how I roll things. All right, here we go. We've got Hackney on the near side. AJ, number 3 up top. Charlie again off to the right. Bristol's going to hand it off. Charlie's going to power through. He's going to keep those legs. They're driving. It's going to be a touchdown for your Friendswood Mustangs. And a backflip by Charlie Moore. Did I go to the circus all of a sudden? Look at him.
All-around athlete. We got a touchdown, got some gymnastics, too, afterwards. My goodness.
I'll give him about a 9.7 on that. Nice backflip, Mr. Moore. Very nice, very nice. Joy to hold again. Vince Tanner's going to be kicking, and when this goes through, that's going to be a 23-0 lead here. 2 minutes. Oh, I thought he fumbled the great. Joy brought that back. I thought he kind of mishandled that snap a little bit, but he brought it back. It was maybe a little wide snap, but anyway, he got it back to him. So that is going to make it 23-0, 2:56 in the
first quarter.
I mean, I'm man.
I know, right?
First quarter.
I just had that same thought. I looked over and I was, wait a minute.
I may have Crystal go grab us some canes.
Seriously.
See here tonight. Yeah.
We've got plenty of time.
Yeah, I can't say canes. Is that sports sponsorship without getting paid? Can I say that?
We're gonna get some
chicken strips
of a certain variety.
Yeah, of a certain variety. Yes, for sure. Well, we may get a chance here if the game continues to go this way to get some Mustangs in that maybe hadn't got a lot of snaps. You never know when somebody's going to get hurt, so you might need to have somebody back up there and get a couple snaps in. You never know what's going to happen. Looks like, now that we say that, is that Noah Clegg, number 47, doing the kickoff duties now?
It looks like it.
Because Vincent Tanner's 43.
Yeah, that's number. I can't see quite well from here.
Yeah, because they're kind of parallel to us. They're not looking at us there. It is 47. Is Noah Clegg going to be kicking off? Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and pregame, we were visited by Coach Rohr. Told as we're looking, there's a lot of Mustangs down here who do not have matching helmets. I believe those are going to be call-ups from the JV, and so we'll see. We'll look to see them get a lot of snaps here tonight as well.
For sure. Noah Clegg boots this one. It goes all the way into the end zone. Nice leg there, Mr. Clegg.
That was a boot.
That was a boot. No pun intended on the run there, but nice job, Noah, getting that all the way in. And he's going to go back and get the tee. Very nice punt. Kickoff, sir. Maybe he'll get a chance to do some extra points today, or maybe even try a field goal. This might be a time to try a long field goal. Get stifled on a drive or something, and nothing wrong with that.
Right. Yeah, this is the perfect time to do it when you don't have pressure to put 6 on the board. Get your kicker out there. He doesn't feel any pressure. Yeah, like you said, perfect time.
Not bad at all. The lights just kicked on the baseball field. Maybe Coach Benavides is over there working on something. You never know.
Yep.
I saw Coach Bam. He's upstairs. I already talked to him, but Benavides may be over there trying to scheme for the next state playoff run. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. First down and 10 from the 25-yard line. Eagles have 2 receivers on the near side, 2 running backs. They're going to hand it off again to number 4. He is just going to the same side every time, Jacob. He is getting pretty much nada. Nowhere
to go. And like you said, it seems to me almost that they've run to the right side, Molina's side, almost every time.
Yes, that's what it looks like to me. I guess they're trying to avoid Kreitz. I mean, do you have a choice? You pick your poison.
Do I want to
go to Kreitz or do I go to Molina? I don't go to either one of them, if you be honest with you.
Right.
Kreitz is a big boy. He's probably 6'4", 6'5".
Yeah.
Good-sized kid.
That's a big boy.
Yeah, it's a big dude. Yeah, I saw him at spring practice. Just a big guy. So, and Molina, they're just kind of picking their poison or taking the lesser 2 evils, I guess you could say. I don't know.
Yep.
Either way you slice it, though, it's just really slow sledding for the offense of the Eagles. Far receiver single. Got a little H-back. 2 running backs. Toss back again to Aguirre. He's going to try to get outside again, and he
just to the right side.
Can I just play the same thing I just played on repeat? He is getting nothing, absolutely zero. Great job by the Mustangs. The front line of the Eagles just don't have any answers. Try to stop the men in blue.
No, and they to my knowledge, they have not attempted to pass this game.
They have not.
Might be time to go to the air and see if you can come up with anything based on how the run game has gone so far.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, give something a try. I mean, maybe they're afraid that, Rick Johnson or somebody will pick that thing off and run it back. But you got to try something.
I was going to say, at this point, you really don't have much to lose here. Mixing the offensive play calling up a little bit.
So 1 receiver on the near side. Again, 2 backs with an H-back. Going to hand it off the H-back this time. He's going to break it outside. That is number 88. He is not going to get very far till he is taken down. Boston Kane, number 1. But again, there's a flag on the play.
I have it. A strange feeling on who this might be.
Yes.
But let's see. Let's wait for the call.
As we have our resident kids coming up, chit-chatting. You can hear them on the crowd mic.
And, yeah, that was on Pasadena. No surprise, friends with declines.
So it's going to be 4th down for the Eagles on the 24-yard line, give or take. And they're going to go in for the punting situation. And again, number 2, Charlie Moore, sophomore, all-around good kid.
I'd love to see him take this one back right here.
It would be nice. I would like to see Charlie do that as well. Oh, a little high.
Ooh.
Little soccer-style punt, rolled out, took 2 or 3 steps. Definitely returnable if it bounces up to his arms, and it does. Charlie's going to pick it up at the 40. Going to try to break through a couple guys, and he does. Stiff arms another guy down to the 45, the 30, the 31-yard line-ish, give or take, as Charlie brings that all the way back. Nice return again, who set us up earlier for a nice score. Charlie, nice job. They're going to take that to the 30. Nope, 29. Nope, 29-yard line. So great starting field position for the Mustangs. All right, the Mustangs here, 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Single receiver set, doubles up top. Running backs off to the left of Brister. Brister rolls out to his left. He's got a man, little flip pass, nice. Going to be caught by Jackson Black, and then he drops it. It bounced back up into his hands. They just called it incomplete. Okay, I thought he might have taken a couple steps.
That's what I was waiting to see for the ruling on the ref there. It almost looked like he fumbled it back into his hand, but they just ruled it into completion right there, which is unfortunate because would have picked up about 9 yards.
Yeah, he might have gone a little further with that, but that's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 for the Mustangs. Back to Bateman. Bateman handoff's going to run through the middle, get right at 11 yards. So it's going to be a first. No, they're going to mark him down at the 20.
Interesting spot there.
That is an interesting spot. Now it's going to be 3rd and 1. Mustangs to the line quick with 26 seconds ticking down on this first quarter. Referees are slowing them down. I didn't see anybody sub, so why are they slowing them down?
I wondered the same thing.
But that's okay. I'm not on the field. Hand off to Bateman again. He's going to break that upside. Break through 1 tackle, break through 2 tackles. He's at the 5, 3, 2, 1. Are they going to give it to him? They did. Touchdown Mustangs.
And I mean, just a running game clinic here tonight by the Mustangs. Only 2 or 3 completions, but we haven't even needed to throw the ball, though.
Correct. You know, I was talking to Coach McKeel. I'm not sure, now don't quote me on this. I don't think we've had a 100-yard rusher in a game this year.
I believe that's correct.
Brister's done a great job with passing, and we've kind of gone that passing route. And, you know, Bateman got hurt one game, and then Charlie got a little banged up.
Yep.
And Dax Berry was in, who's another great kid, good runner. So I don't think one person has had 100 yards. Now, Charlie's got some yards. We'll get the stats from Coach McKeel at halftime. You got Bateman. And, of course, when you're up now, it's going to be 30-0 here in the first quarter. Are they going to play in the second half? We may not have a 100-yard rusher either. Don't want to get kids hurt. Again, got to win these district games. Got games coming up, so maybe they don't even play in the second half. So we don't know.
At this rate, I would be pretty shocked if I saw many starters coming into the game to start the second half.
I would concur on that. Absolutely.
I believe that we're going to see quite a few white hats by the second half.
I would probably guess that as well,
if not even sooner than that, based on the fact that, as we've said, it is 30-0 here with 7 seconds left in the first quarter.
Yeah, a little different feel than we've had in a while, so that's good. Good for the confidence as this district run. You know, last year we made districts, got to go up and play at A&M Consolidated. It's a good time there. We were in the game, and then like a 4-minute stretch, they just, something happened. Things happen, but it was nice to make those playoffs, get these kids some playoff experience. We've had several years where Kirk and I were doing it together. We actually got to go, and they would pick a neutral side, and we would go up to NRG. It was a ton of fun getting to call a game. I've called 3 games at NRG, and it's just something to pad the resume, something kind of neat. Definitely got to take your binoculars when you get up there because the height that we're at. But it's fun to do the playoff games, and because every game matters, yes, but the playoff games are fun. It's either win or go home, so they're fun to do. But anyway, it's nice to be here home on a Friday night. Had a couple days off, so doesn't seem like such a tiresome day.
No.
Band's here tonight, all decked out in a new little new white costume. Talk about the band kiddos, how hard they work all the time, because they do.
Yeah, Never seen those outputs before. They got the all whites on tonight, Coach.
They do. Again, Noah Clegg is there to kick this from the 40. He's actually going to make this returnable. It's going to land on the ground first. Ooh. And does it bounce out of bounds?
Wow, what a play right there by, who was that?
Oh, they're going to call the flag. They're going to say it went out of bounds. That was
wow.
Rick Johnson tried to sneak up there real quick and grab it before it went out of bounds. Pretty smart and heady play on his part.
It was. It looked like the ball bounced in just a way that it was going to stay right there on the sideline.
It did. It must have just hit out of bounds. So the line judge threw that flag down there, but that was a pretty slick little play.
Yeah, it really was.
And they're going to end up moving that ball up to the 30.
Well, this will be the best starting field position so far for these Pasadena Eagles.
That is true. That is true.
Let's see if they can do something with it.
We're going to have those little girls stop jumping up and down because it's loud in the ears. We'll have to do something about that.
Yes, we will remedy that in just a second. And Pasadena Eagles line up here 1st and 10 from their 30-yard line.
Okay, try not to be too mean. Hand off again inside. They're going to that right side again. There's tons of Mustangs in on that. Again, you've got 31. Judson Stevens, yep. Molina's in on that. There's just going to be number 7 in on that too, Ammon Van Workum.
And just to give those of you listening an idea of just how dominant this Friendswood front 5 has been so far through one quarter, they picked up a long about 3 yards on that play right there, and that is the best gain they've had so far on the ground tonight.
That might be the best gain. You are correct on that. As the first quarter ends, it is 30-0 Friendswood Mustangs. I'm not so sure that the game plan was anticipating this score.
Nope.
But it does open up the playbook a little bit. You can try some things you normally don't get to try.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Yeah, in a obviously there's pressure. It's a district game, but in a low pressure situation like this, you're loose with your play calls on offense. You're calling stuff you might not call in this situation in a normal game, just because of the score. So good opportunity for the offense here to not only get reps to non-starters, but to also really open up the playbook and get comfortable running some plays that maybe Friendswood doesn't run so often.
Yeah, maybe we're going to give some things some try. I don't want to maybe do too much so that another team can see the scout of what we were doing. But
absolutely,
it's just something to get out there and give some other kids some snaps. There's nothing like you can practice all day against your own teammates, against air, shell drill, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
You just cannot mimic in-game, on a basketball court or whatever. You just can't mimic in-game activity. So Pasadena now is going to have it 1st down and 10. They're going to hand off again outside. He's going to bounce and get about 3 or 4 yards. Hey.
Wow.
About 5 yards.
Wow.
Hey, they did. They actually run that one down on the Mustang side and work them in on that. Judson Stevens, Kreitz. Did they go to the side? I guess they wanted to try Kreitz for a while, which, again, probably not a good idea.
No, I don't think so. But like you said, they just kind of keep going back to the well here.
Yep. 49 Allen Ford on that play as well. Love the Ford family. Allen's a great kid. His sister Julia played ball for us. And then Audra's 8th grader right now, plays volleyball and soccer and basketball. Just a good family. They live around the corner from us, so I love the Fords. Good people. All right, here we go. Now it's going to have double receivers on the near side. 2 running backs going to miss the up back and try to go outside. Number 4, Aguirre again is going to get a couple yards. Did the ball come out? Nope. It looked like it slipped behind his back, but that is to number 4 for the Eagles, Sean Aguirre, the sophomore. One thing missing, unlike last week against Angleton, is just the sheer speed, right? When he breaks outside, he's really not doesn't look like he's going that fast. Now, of course, I can't outrun him. That's not the point. I'm not playing the ball game. But last week, the speed of Angleton, it was just crazy. You just couldn't,
Oh, Coach, I mean, let me tell you.
Massive difference.
Whenever they would pitch out or get the ball out to Jammer in space, I mean, my heart dropped a little bit every time because I knew, like you said, they've got the speed on the outside.
Yes.
So, yeah, much different look here by this Pasadena offense.
Yeah. 4th and 3rd, they've elected to punt the ball, and his timeout Pasadena.
Guess they had to talk the punt over?
I guess so. You mentioned Jammer. I went back and looked when I got home. So the name sounds familiar. Quentin Jammer's his dad. He lives in Angleton, from Angleton, went to Texas, played 13 years in the pros. How many tackles do you think he had in 13 years? Give it a shot.
Coach, if I'm going to have to guess, I'm going to guess 753.
Did you look it up?
No.
733 tackles. Is
733? Wow.
You're 20 off. That's you didn't look that up?
I swear to you, I did
Man,
not
you're
look.
like Nostradamus, bro. That was really, really good. Yeah, 733 tackles in a 13-year career.
I'd say that's pretty good.
I mean, it's noteworthy.
Yeah, it's all right.
I mean, if that's what you're looking for.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
If you want 733 tackles,
I mean, sure. Yeah, that's what you like. So, yeah, no doubt the pedigree is there, and just a great pro for the Chargers. I think he played for the Broncos one year.
I believe you're right.
Played 13, I think, for the Chargers. But anyway, so just the speed. You can tell from where we are. Just the speed is different on the field in general from last week to this week. And when we talk about it, Friendswood just has to take care of business each and every Friday night. So they're going to do that here again. We've got 2 men on the gunners on either side. I like it. And is that? I can't tell if that's Charlie.
I don't
think to receive this punt or not.
It is.
It is. Okay, I couldn't tell that angle.
Well, there's a fake.
There is a fake on that.
Wow, we were sitting there looking at Charlie Moore.
I was so busy looking at Charlie Moore.
Wow.
And they faked it, and they get the first down on 4th and 3. I mean, what do you have to lose?
You're exactly right.
I mean, why not?
You're exactly right. Fake punt, why not? And it worked.
And it worked.
For their first down of the game.
first down of the game. It is going to be moved into the Mustang territory on the 43-yard line.
Well, that'll teach you. Don't fall asleep at the wheel.
Don't fall asleep at the wheel. Isn't that asleep at the wheel? Isn't that a country?
It is. It sure is.
Yeah, that's what I thought. All right, so they're going to go in their normal bunch set with only one receiver up top. Quarterback's just going to hand that thing off again, and it's going to be swallowed up. Britt Johnson's in there first. Kreis is in there as well. There is and Molina, they're not going anywhere.
You had the whole D-line in there on that tackle. Yeah, there was nowhere for Sean Aguirre to go on that carry right there. And like we've been saying, just hand off right.
I guess the right's their strong side. They haven't really hand off much to the left at all.
And there's no variation to it either. It's more or less the same play.
Yeah, student body right, student body left.
Yep.
All right. Double receivers on the near side, no receiver on the top side. Again, they have 2 backs. Oh, fumble on the snap, and it is taken everywhere, and is going to be recovered by the Mustangs.
Yep.
Fumble on the snap, and that is recovered by number 31 for the Mustangs, Judson Stevens. Nice.
Yeah, unfortunate that beautifully executed fake punt ends in the fumble, but I mean, Friendswood's defense has just been a stone wall here tonight. Yeah,
it is slow going for the Eagles tonight. The Mustangs have just swallowed that thing up, and then the fumble, that just kind of just demoralizes you, right?
Yeah.
That just makes your heart break if you're the Eagles.
Yeah, you get a little momentum just to see it go away like that.
Yep. Near side 2 receivers. Got an H-back and running back off to Brister's left. Going to fake that RPO. Going to go up top. He's got A.J. number 3, and he's caught. He's going to get it at the 10, the 5, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Mustangs.
My goodness. And, I mean, that throw was just right in the breadbasket for A.J. Parker right there. Caught him in stride. Brister couldn't have thrown a prettier ball. Parker, easy catch. He probably had 3 yards of separation on his cornerback. I don't think it gets any easier than that.
And nice balance by him to stay in bounds there.
Absolutely.
Like you said. Great throw by Brister. He couldn't have walked out there and handed it to him any better. A.J. just went on a speed route, little RPO to the running back, up top, give him 6. Pretty simple. From the booth, it's pretty simple.
Yeah, from up here, it's pretty simple.
Here it looks great.
Yeah.
All right, Clegg is going to be doing the extra points here. Let's see if he can get one. And it may be difficult here in a little while to try to get all the new hats in and new numbers that.
Yep. Yeah, we do have a roster for the white hats, but bear with us if we have to take a second.
Do they have 12 guys? 1, 2, 3,
I'm
4,
counting
5,
that.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, no, 11. Okay.
Okay.
I was about to say.
They just really overload that right side.
Yeah,
I guess.
Snap is back. It is up, and it is good.
Oh my! Look at the leg on this. The kids that usually stand on the track to catch the extra point didn't even try to catch that because it sailed over their heads.
Yes, all the way back to the flagpole there. That is going to take your score with 8:44 left in the second quarter. 37-0. Your Mustangs all over the Pasadena Eagles.
Yeah, and I'm excited to see these stats at halftime.
They may be somewhat overwhelming.
I was going to say, it might be pretty enjoyable for me to read off this time.
Again, a good crowd tonight on a fall break, as you know, people could have been traveling doing other stuff. It's pink out. Mustangs have next week, as we're looking at our schedule, got Porter on the 24th at Porter, 7 o'clock. Definitely chime us in because it is a far drive if you don't want to make that drive.
No kidding.
The next Thursday, Kingwood Park at Kingwood Park. And again, we finish on the 7th at home versus Kempner. I guess we'll see where we're playing the next week if we make playoffs. We'll just have to see how that's all going to shake out.
So, Coach, do we know for sure that if we win out, we're in the playoffs?
I mean, we don't know for sure because there's just so many games of what's going to happen, especially with that Porter being 2-1. Angleton's 4-0.
Right. We know. Yeah.
Crosby 4-0. Porter, as the kick goes off by Noah Clay, he's going to pooch that one up high. It's going to be taken, bounce at the 21, taken outside by number 88. He is going to get hit and wrapped up. The ball's going to be taken to him. He's at the about the 25-yard line. Porter is 2-1. Laporte is 2-1. I don't have memorized everybody's schedules, of course, to see who they have to play coming up down the pipe and see what happens. But Laporte beat us head-to-head, so if we tied them, they're going to have that. Crosby, of course, and Angleton, those three. So it looks like it's probably going to be Angleton, Crosby, and Laporte. That Porter game, because they're 2-1, and of course Friendswood doesn't have as of right now, doesn't have a district win. We should have one tonight. Got to make sure we beat Porter head-to-head so we can slide into that spot. And you just got to worry about winning each and every week for the next 3 weeks. Tonight and then 3 more. So I wouldn't worry about the math, whoever else is playing, all that stuff. I just tell myself I got to win each and every Friday night.
Right.
It's just that simple. Little inside handoff to Kirk used to call it the sniffer back. Kind of a quick little inside handoff there. Again, not much doing as the Mustang defense is just absolutely swallowing them up.
And just one thing I've just been thinking about, the Eagles take a while to come out, to get the play, to come out in the same formation and run the same play each time.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm just not really sure what you fellas are discussing down there, but what do I know?
Again, no receivers at all. Going to have just all the line there handed off to number 4 as he bounces off. Somebody runs into Allen Ford. Again, it's just a cloud of dust and a tackle when it runs into. And that clock is just ticking at 7:40 and ticking down. Maybe that's Pasadena's goal, is just to try to run the ball and get that clock running.
It kind of looks like that is their plan right now.
They're going to get the ball at beginning of the halftime since Friends would have got it at the first quarter.
And I'm still waiting to see Pasadena's first pass attempt here.
You might be waiting a while.
Yeah, I was going to say.
You may be waiting.
Can't hold my breath on this one.
Yep. Pasadena breaks out with, again, one receiver here on the near side. No receivers up top. Got a little H-back, and again, 2 running backs. They're going to, the quarterback's going to take it off and run himself and go nowheresville. He tried to do a little run and got,
I think they lost about a yard there.
yeah, I would say maybe lost a yard.
I like the creativity. They didn't go to number 4 this time. They had a quarterback keep it.
And they're going to go send to the punting unit. Charlie Moore again is back, going to be standing about his 35-yard line. See if they fake it again.
I bet you they don't.
Think they wouldn't go to the well just one more time?
Maybe they're thinking they expect us to punt here, so we'll fake it a second time.
They don't know, but we know that they know. That is a short punt. That's going to bounce at about the 40-yard line, 45, I'm sorry. Charlie's going to pick that thing up at the 40. He's going to be, he's breaking a tackle, going to get outside. He breaks another one, trying to break that thing outside, using that speed. He's going to get to the sideline. He's going to be grabbed, spin around, still on his feet. And finally he goes down after breaking a couple tackles, making a nice little run there, getting all the way back to the 44-yard line. I thought he might have been tackled on the other side, but nice little run by Charlie Moore, getting all the way out there, breaking a few tackles, a little spin move.
Yeah, the way he made those couple tacklers miss kind of reminded me of Devin Hester out there.
Devin Hester, the old Chicago Bear. Little piece of trivia for those people listening out there. Where did Devin Hester go to college? And you can't say it.
I was going to say, do I get to?
You do not get to participate. Those employed by the station do not get to participate in the.
Darn.
Yeah. Hand off again to Charlie Moore. He's going to break that outside a little bit. Going to get one or two guys on him, and again, just they're having a hard time with one guy tackling. They just can't seem to do it. Line by the Mustangs doing a great job of blocking up front. Again, going to hand that off. No, I'm sorry, that was a wide receiver screen out to A.J. Parker.
See, I see you Googling it, Coach. I already know the answer. I
had to double check myself. I was like, where are you going to college? To make sure I don't mess that up. So I wanted to make sure that I had it right.
It should be.
Cheater. And Brandon Jackson says, Miami Fritz. Thank you, Coach Jackson. I thought that's what it was, but I didn't want to say it wrong. But yes, you are correct, Mr. Jackson. As we are got to turn the crowd mic down a little bit. There are a bunch of group of 5-year-old girls that are screaming, and I apologize for that, but they're trying to have a good time too. Going to hand that ball off again to Charlie Moore, who's going to wait and delay. Going to get through the middle and break another tackle. Is going to get down for the first down. And Charlie.
Ooh, back on his back.
Yep. Little twisted ankle there, it looks like. We'll take a quick break from live action as there's a timeout on the field for the injured player. Well, you know, Jacob, as we're looking, we'll have to see how everything shakes out as far as the Mustangs, what they do the second half. But I would venture to say with 5:23 left in this game, 37-0, the Mustangs probably have this in the bag. I know it's hate to say that early, but here we go.
Sometimes you just kind of have a feeling, and I think we both got that feeling here. Yeah, I hate to call, or not even call, but say what you just said at halftime, but it's a pretty safe statement. 'Cause I'm looking down to the sideline right now. I'm looking at the position coaches. They've got kids with white helmets, call-ups, standing behind them as if telling them, hey, get ready, I might sub you in here in a second.
Yeah.
Like they're already looking to start subbing in some backups and even some JV players, it looks like.
And I'd venture to say Charlie Moore got up and jogged off on his own.
Yeah.
Looks like a twisted ankle. His night's probably done.
Yeah.
They're probably saying, hey, man, we got you. There's no need. Have a seat, bud.
You've played a great game up to this point.
He has had a great game already. Little twisted ankle there, probably something like that. Going to give you some water. All right, so the Mustangs here, Bateman in at the running back. Friendswood, 2 receivers up top, 1 receiver on this side. Going to fire that out there to Parker. He is wrapped up immediately. Did not get much out of that one. That was a good defensive play.
It was.
By number 16 of the Eagles, Eric Sorto. Nice play by him. He wrapped him up nice and well. Other guys came to help out, but I think he would have had the play anyway. Again, same setup for the Mustangs. Brister going to drop back. Got a man going to let that thing fly. Got a little distance. And it's going to be caught in the end zone by number 14, Jerami. That is just a pitch and catch for the Mustangs. Touchdown.
And just like the last touchdown pass, Brister put that in the perfect spot, a nice little opposite side from the defender. I wouldn't say back shoulder, but almost on Jerami's shoulder right there. All he had to do is turn around, hit him right in the hands. Beautiful throw and catch right there. It doesn't get any easier than that.
For sure. Just a nice little jump up by Jerami there, something I'm sure that the Mustangs like to do each and every week. That was a nice, easy play. Good throw by Brister. Had plenty of time. The O-line's doing a great job of giving him plenty of time. Again, Clegg, number 47, is going to be kicking this one, and it is up, and it is good again. He decided to give little kids a break in the back and not kick it so far this time.
I was going to say he let them have their fun this time, it looks like.
Yeah, for sure on that. That's going to take your score with 4:51 to go. 44-0.
With 4:51 left in the second.
4:51 left in the second.
And now the one thing that we really need to make sure we do, Coach, protect that goose egg on the scoreboard.
Yeah, well, you know, that's, if they get some sub-defensive guys in the second half, they may score 1 or 2 here. But this is a game I think Friendswood can, like you said, use this to work on other things.
Right.
The issue is going to be, what are we going to talk about for all the second half?
I was going to say.
We'll come up with some more trivia.
Maybe we could start a little segment on the show.
We could start it. You know, Tennessee's got a big game tomorrow.
Do they?
We got Alabama tomorrow, baby.
Say what now?
Alabama.
I was like, did I hear that right?
Yeah, you did. I think it's 6:30. So big game tomorrow night for the Vols.
Is that in Rocky Top?
No.
Ooh.
No. And we got to play, at Florida. And I know people say Florida's terrible, but the Gators just always somehow, they just come up and bite us for some reason. So, Tennessee's looking good right now. Deshaun Bishop was the guy that went to my high school, Corns High School. Great running back for Tennessee, a little banged up. But we got a plethora of guys as this kick is going to go up by Clegg. Going to be fair caught again by number 88. It is a fair catch.
All right.
We have not seen that all year, I don't think.
No. I think that's the first time I've seen that, maybe in high school football.
Yeah, we have not seen that all year. But it's a late game tomorrow night, so it's going to be the primetime game. Looking forward to get that going. And then I got to set up my fantasy lineup. My fantasy team is 2 words.
Lay them on me.
I'm going to cram them into 1 word.
Yeah?
Horror awful. How's that?
They're that bad, huh?
Yeah, their GM is terrible, and that GM is me.
Yeah,
of course, here's the issue.
Well, lay it on me.
Malik Neighbors, out.
Ooh.
I had Joe Burrow, out.
Wow.
Right? Tyrone Tracy, out.
Ooh.
Mike Evans, out.
Ooh.
I mean,
Wow.
I have a plethora of guys that are just – I grabbed Jackson Dart. He went in the booth last week in the tunnel, and I thought, is Jackson Dart hurt too? And he came out. But
I
anyway,
saw that.
It was ugly. Mustangs here, back to live action as we talk about other things. 2 receivers up top. It is going to be, it's
there
a
we
pass
go.
attempt, the
Woo!
first one of the game, and that is going to be smothered. Kreitz, 18, was not going to be denied on that sack. The quarterback for the Eagles, number 6, Landon Tomlinson, just had to let that thing go before Kreitz was going to pancake him, put him in the people's elbow from the top ring rope, and he let it fly, and that ball just daintily fell to the ground, incomplete. Maybe that's why they're not going to pass.
Yeah. I got a little excited. I was waiting for their first pass, but
– well, if Kreitz is running at me, I'm getting out of the way too.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not a sight I want to see.
Pasadena is –
what's going on here?
their center grabbed the football. I thought they were going to try the old fake of football, take off running. He picked it up and set it back down. I'm not sure what he was doing. Do they have the correct football? Do they have –
I was going to say where I'm from, that's a false start, but
he just literally walked over, picked up the football, looked to the coach or something. I wonder if they have a Friendswood football and not their football, but they are actually switching footballs now. Let's see if they throw that one to the Friendswood side. Did they run that play with a Friendswood football? Not that it should matter. It should be the same size.
Right.
They are switching footballs.
Hopefully no Deflategate going on.
Deflategate. I'll be honest with you. I don't pump our footballs so tight because in 7th grade, these kids' hands are not that big.
No, yeah.
They have a hard time hanging on that football when it's so tight or wet.
Right.
I just have it where it's a little bit squishy.
Mm-hmm.
Just a smidgen. No, and I'm not, trying to break the rules, whatever. But when you make it so tight, our kids have a hard time hanging on to that thing. In 8th grade, they go to the regular size football, and it's even bigger. So we have a smaller football for 7th grade.
Oh yeah, I mean when the ball's completely aired up, sometimes it hits your hand just right, and it just bounces off like a basketball on hardwood. Yeah.
Those kids don't have big hands. It's difficult. But anyway, if they switch the football, back to it. Doubles up top, 2 running backs. Going to hand that off again to number 4. He's going to try to get through the middle and
just no.
I don't know what you want me to say, folks. He's not getting anywhere.
We sound like a broken record, but just nowhere for Aguirre to go. Kreitz on the tackle. No new information to add here.
Yes, I don't know what else I should say. Let me see if I got anybody new in the game. In on that tackle also was number 40, my man Joseph Campbell. And still Molina, still Allen Ford, Van Workham.
It looks like we've got a lot of subs in the secondary and a couple linebackers.
Petreko's in. It's right now, and Garrison McElwain. Right now, it looks like they've got the starting defense in right now.
Oh, okay.
From what I'm seeing. With 3:58 here and the clock's running, it's going to be 3rd down for Pasadena. They're going to, again, hand that up to the sniffer back, and he's going to get nowhere. He's going to get pushed back, actually, and lose a yard. It's going to be 4th and about 9.
It looks like the Friendswood's coming away with the football.
And it's a fumble. Mustangs, I couldn't tell in the big pile and the cloud of dust. So the Mustangs get that fumble. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, big pile up right there. Hard to see that the ball even came out. But as soon as I saw Mustangs players pumping their arms up in the air, I immediately knew ball's on the ground, Friendswood recovered.
I've got one for you.
Lay it on me.
In the TV show Friends.
Okay.
Who did Phoebe's grandma have a picture of, and she thought that was her grandfather? Who was it? Don't tell me if you know it.
I don't, but I bet you if my mother's listening right now.
Come on, Miss Rich. Talk to me.
Please tell me you know this.
We will see. We will see. Mustangs coming out in doubles. It looks like Charlie Moore is back in the game. He is going to get the swing pass outside. That ankle is not bothering that bad. He breaks it outside. Going to be swung out of bounds to about the 19-yard line. 18, where are they marking it? They're going to mark it at the 19-yard line. Did you look it up? You Googled?
I did not. I did not. I was seeing if my mom texted me. I swear.
Again, Mustang's going to hand that ball off to Charlie Moore. He's going to wait and delay. Nice hole up the middle. Going to get 3 or 4 or 5 yards. Going to take 3 or 4 guys to take him down. Good delay by Charlie to find that hole. Going to be first down again for your Mustangs.
Yeah, Charlie Moore's patience running the football has really been on display tonight. A couple of times he kind of paused behind the line, wait for the gap to open up, just like he did right there.
Yeah, I can't imagine the Mustangs passing right here. Just use the clock. It's 3 minutes to go. Probably going to run this in the whole time. A little low snap. No, they are going to throw that up top, and that is going to be thrown and tipped. Almost caught. But that was a little high for the outstretched hands. That is 22, Jensen Hackney. Try to get him a touchdown to no avail. Again, just right off the tip of his hands. That'll stop the clock at 2:55.
Coach, I'm going to need you to repeat the question when you can. My mom said I didn't hear it.
Okay, hang on. It's going to be a handoff outside to Charlie Moore. He's going to try to get around one tackler. He's going to be tackled by 2 or 3 guys, making a few yards. So, in the show, friends, Phoebe's grandmother has a picture of a person in a frame at her house, and Phoebe thinks that's her grandfather. Who is in the picture? And I hope I'm right on this, by the way, if I remember it correctly myself.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awkward?
Would that be, yeah, that would be awkward. That's an awkward silence. Mustangs again, 2 receivers on the near side, 1 receiver up top. Bristol's going to fake the handoff. He's got a man in the flats. Oh, that ball is going to be kind of underthrown.
And there's some laundry.
And there is laundry on the field. That was 26, Enzo Pasquale. Has your mom replied?
I'm waiting.
What are they calling here? Is that legal motion on the Mustangs going to back them up 5?
I'm not sure. Waiting on the call here.
I thought that's what he said. Or a false start.
It was against the Mustangs.
Yeah, I didn't see the infraction. I didn't see the call it, but they didn't.
My mother has admitted defeat, Coach.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Well, let me get this play, and we'll tell her she could Google it. I wouldn't blame her. Brister's going to roll out to his right. Now he's going to tuck it and run. He's going to run in there, bumbling, stumbling, spin move. Brister, give him 6.
What a nice little cutback by Brister right there. Juked out 2 defenders, just waltzed into the end zone.
Well, for you Friends fans out there, wish Coach Garcia was here. He probably would know. Have your mom double check me on this. I think the picture is of Albert Einstein if he thinks that's her grandfather.
It's
but
Albert
have your mom Google it for me just to make sure.
I will.
Yeah. Did she hear it? Did she hear that?
Yeah, she will.
Miss Rich. So that's what I think. I think it's Albert Einstein, and Phoebe thinks that's her grandfather.
Sounds about right.
I'm just from what I remember. Here we go. Snap, Joy with the hold. The kick is up, and he boots that one through as well. That is going to make it.
50.
It is 51-0 at halftime. Now, I have to go back here. I started doing these games with Kirk Lowe 7 years ago. This is my 7th year total. I did it with Kirk for 6 years. And then this is my first year in the play-by-play exclusively. I'm not sure I can remember the last time the Mustangs have scored 51 points in the first half. There's got to be a time or something close, but I really don't know.
And of course, after I graduated, there was a couple of years of games where I wasn't really paying attention. But
yes,
what comes to my mind, and we didn't even have as many points in that game, but the Clear Falls game, we had 48 at half, and we ended that game with 84 points. So we have more points here. So, yeah, I think you're right. This is the most I think I've ever seen the Friendswood Mustangs score in one half of football.
What I'll do is I'll go ask Tony Hopkins. Tony's been doing this for 30 years?
30 years, yeah.
I think 30 years. I have to ask him if he can come up with a date off the top of his head. With 2:02 to go in here in the second half here. Excuse me, in the second quarter, not second half.
Yeah.
Has your mom gotten back with you? Has she told me if I'm right or not? Come on.
Let me see.
Come on, Miss Rich.
She said it's correct. It is Einstein.
Thank you, Miss Rich. I educated both your children. Please help me out here. All right. The kick is going to be taken. Oh, we almost went in the end zone, but he.
Wait, can you do that?
Well, I think he called an early fair catch. The ball, he fumbled it, almost fumbled it. He did not. He did not go into the end zone, and he was able to stop his momentum to get them the automatic 25-yard line.
Yeah, you know what? Even if he did do that, they can have it. They can.
Yes.
And
Tell your mom thanks. I guess she heard me, so thank you, Miss Rich.
Yeah, thank you, Mother.
Yes, yes. So just a little piece of useless knowledge.
We'll see now the next time I need to think of a trivia question, I'll have a good one off the top of my head.
Yes. Can you tell me where Coach Johnson's brother, JJ, played college football?
You know, Coach, if I had to guess, it's somewhere near the state of Kentucky.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to go Tennessee.
I mean, that's
oh,
an obvious,
my gosh.
That was a cheap one on that. Yeah. Oh, JJ. Anyway, all right, back to live action. Again, absolutely no.
You know, during halftime, I think I'm going to get out the thesaurus and figure out synonyms for nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout.
Not the 2-minute warning. You know, it's funny you mentioned that. I had never really paid attention to it, but then you told me that the NFL tried copywriting it.
Something about that. They could or couldn't, but then the college don't use it. They'd say 2-minute timeout.
I was going to say, and then I started watching college games, and I noticed that they don't say 2-minute warning anymore.
They don't. They don't. It's interesting. I don't know what I wish I'd have copyrighted that saying. Like, you know, if I'm not mistaken, Pat Riley copyrighted the word three-peat.
You did.
So for when they wanted, the Lakers wanted, then nobody can use that with that something or something like that, right? I wish I would have come up with, you know, I would have bought the site domain Coke.com. So when Coca-Cola wanted it, I could have sold it to them, you know. Made some money on that.
You'd be sad.
Yeah, I'd be sad. I wouldn't be sitting here with you on a Friday night. I'll be on some lake somewhere on a boat relaxing.
I was going to say, I think I'd be doing this game by myself.
You would be doing it by yourself. I would be somewhere else. I joked the other day. I told somebody, I said, if I win the lottery, you will never see me again. You wouldn't come to work? I go, no.
Why would I?
Why would I come to work? You'd get a note, 2 words, I'm out.
See ya.
And that's all it'd be.
Yeah, I was going to say, I might send a postcard.
You'd never hear from me again. I'd be moving in about 2.2 seconds. So back to live action.
Well, let me think here. Yep, I got nothing. Nowhere to go on that play right there.
Is it a fumble? There's another fumble, and the Mustangs have picked it up again with 1:54 to go. Well, when you go inside, Jacob, every single time, there's going to be a pile of guys. They're going to be punching, slapping at the ball. I mean, that's just what's going to happen, right?
Right.
And that ball is going to fall through. Now it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the 24-yard line.
Right. When you've got a defensive line that are clogging up the running lanes all night, your running back, he's going to get held up at the line. You've got defensive linemen, usually with at least one arm free, just standing there ready to punch the ball out.
Yeah.
So
that's what you're taught. You're taught that, punch that thing out. Yeah, for sure. You know, at some point, too, the defense has to get tired. And, you know, Pasadena just doesn't have the numbers that we do, for example, currently on the sideline to let these guys have a break. You know, it's kind of like Willow Ridge. Their starting wide receiver was their starting linebacker.
Right.
I mean, you know, junior high is different when you can do that. But it's just hard on the high school level for those guys to do all that. All right, here we go. Brister's going to roll out to his right. He's got a man in the middle. It's a caught by A.J. Parker. Parker's going to take the pass. He's going to run down to about the 5-yard line. First down for the Mustangs. They will stop the clock momentarily just till they wind it for the sticks. They don't need the sticks. Now that I say that, it's going to be 1st and goal. They can drop the sticks. Mustangs here going to hand that off to Bateman. Bateman's going to go back inside, spin move, roll down, and
stopped at the 1.
He is stopped at the 1. 1:33, plenty of time for the Mustangs. No need to be in a big hurry. They're getting the line quick, though. Brister's going to run this right down the gut, isn't he? No, he's not. He's going to hand it off to Bateman. Bateman's going to slide in almost untouched till he gets hit in the end zone. Touchdown for the Mustangs, number 33, Trip Bateman.
And extra point pending to make it 58-0 here with 1:20 left in the first half. I almost said second half.
Well, it is 8:15.
That was all that scoring made for a long first half.
It did. I remember Kirk and I did a game at Foster one time. We were doing a game up there. I'll wait till this kick. Again, snap down. The kick is up, and he boots the
Holy moly, he booted that. Wow.
He booted the rawhide off that thing, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's going to take the score, like you said, 58. We did a game one time. We were at Foster. The first half, literally, I think Kirk and I were laughing. It was like 28 minutes. Like it was just
Wow.
done. We were like, what? It went something crazy, right? But we end up winning the game. They kicked, and we called a couple timeouts, and they shankopotamused the field goal, and we ended up winning that game. But the second half took like 5 times as long.
I think I remember that game.
It was maybe 30 minutes. It was something short the first half.
Yeah.
The second half took 2.5 hours. It just took forever. But it was a great game, and we all were going crazy because we beat Foster. It was a long drive up there, too. But appreciate everybody sticking with us there as everybody's chiming in. Appreciate y'all. We will just keep calling this game as your Mustangs again are up 57-0 here. 58-0. The scoreboard has not changed.
Yep.
For some reason, maybe they're. Well,
did he not?
I thought it went in. Did it not go in?
I guess it didn't go in. I'm not really.
It went money.
I mean, you know, you don't really need that point, but.
Yeah, I don't know. I have to get Coach McKeown. He missed it.
Oh.
Okay, so it is 57. We'll have Krista fix that. My apology. I thought it went in. He missed it. I couldn't tell from my angle.
Yeah, the leg that had on it, I thought,
yeah, he shanked it, I guess. So my apologies on that. I couldn't tell. And if I should pay more attention when I'm doing that, might have something to do with it. So, again, the kick. Pasadena's going to take that on. He drops it. He's just going to dive on it, and it's going to take it back. Did he fair catch that one? No, he did not.
Well, he did call for the fair. He called for the fair catch as soon as the ball was off the tee.
Did he? Oh,
he did.
I wasn't looking that soon.
Yes. He called for fair catch before he even took a step forward to get under the ball.
Huh.
Yeah. So I guess that's something maybe their coach told him. Don't even take a chance right here.
Yeah.
Just take the free 25-yard line.
But they're marking it on the 6. So if you drop it, you can't.
I guess that doesn't count anymore.
Fair catch. No, I'm just kidding. Because, if you take off running, it's a penalty. If you call fair catch, it's a penalty. So I guess if you drop it, you have to jump on it where it was. You don't get the automatic 25.
And, I mean,
spot.
that makes sense, I think.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. All right, again, no receivers at all. 3 running backs in the backfield for Pasadena. They're going to give that up back again, the handoff. Not really fooling anybody.
And I just want to say real quick, I had my eyes on Molina on that play. He fired off the ball so quickly, it almost looked like he knew the snap count. I mean, the ball was not even halfway back in the center's hands, and Molina was already making his move to get inside the line right there. Just great read by him.
Well, 57 seconds and counting here as Pasadena's not going to be in any hurry, and why would you? Let that play clock get down as low as it can. I just run a couple more plays and just go in there and call this half done. Again, no receivers at all. 3 running backs in the backfield. And that is just going to be a quarterback keeper trying to get something, and he's just going to run into a wall. 28 seconds on the clock, and that is going to be it for the first half. I say that with a question mark in my inflection. And that is going to be, they're going to take time on that, and the clock's going to wind down to 0 with your Mustangs beating the Eagles right now in the halftime 57-0. So take a break, everybody. Come back and see us. We'll get this second half started in a few minutes. Again, thanks to Krista for keeping us on the air. Thank you guys for staying with us, and we'll hope to talk to you real soon.
Check, check, check. Now I can.
Now, okay, yeah, now I can.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, it's only on the right side. No, you're good. Oh.
All right, here we are back. Live action here from Andrew Winston Stadium, where your Mustangs have taken the lead at halftime, 57 to nothing. The band is finishing up. The clock says 1:10, so we're going to get on here and cover a few things before the game gets started. We don't want to miss anything. So, Jacob, you got some stats for us?
Yes, I got some stats for you. So, start off with Pasadena, looking at their offense. 1 first down, 0 for 6 on third down. 24 carries for 29 yards, 1.2 yards per carry in the first half. 1 singular pass attempt not completed, so no passing yards, to make it 29 total offensive yards for the Pasadena Eagles in the first half. Just stellar display by the Friendswood defense. Now let's talk about the Friendswood offense. 13 first downs, 1 of 3 on third down for just 33%. We have gone for it on fourth down twice for a 2 for 2. We have 17 carries for 122 yards, 7.2 yards per carry on average. 8 of 12 for 197 yards, 24.6 yards per completion. 319 total yards for the Friendswood Mustangs in the first half. And just looking at penalties, only 2 on both teams for 10 yards. And that is your first half offensive stats here in this game, where your Mustangs hold a pretty large lead.
Pretty large lead. Speaking of large lead, I mentioned earlier that I figured Tony Hopkins would know. He's been doing the games at Friendswood for, I think, 30 years, and he went in here, so he would know. He went and looked it up. We broke the record by most points in a half by 1 point. It was 2016, I think he said.
Yep.
We played Clear Falls.
I was a sophomore.
Sophomore in high school, okay. And the score was 56-8. And the final score, I think, was 84-8.
Yeah, 84-8. That
so
was
we've beaten the first half record by 1 point, making it 57-8 as the band clears out and the crowd starts to do
about
the
the same. Yeah. Yeah, I think that the home crowd has seen most of the action that they're going to see here tonight.
Well, from what we're looking at, probably have a lot of JV kids playing tonight, so I'll have to make sure we get those numbers. We got those written down here. Coach Orr brought those to us, and they were the first in the tunnel, so I think the JV guys are going to get some snaps. Again, good for them. They get a chance to replicate game time situation. You can't do that as, again, the Mustangs come out here, and again, all the JV kids are in front of the line. They're in the white helmets as they're coming out here on Henry Winston Stadium. So we'll have to do our best to get those guys' numbers off the list and see what happens. And I'm sure that Coach Griff will be running the same basic things, trying to get these guys a chance to run and know the offense, because the defense. I'm sorry, they run it in the JV games on Thursdays anyway. So it's kind of the same thing, and we kind of vertically align with the junior high guys as well. And of course, we throw in our own little mix of things that we think works, but we teach them. I go over 6 or 7 different ones that Griff wants me to do with the guys, and I do that too. So, and also throw in, like I said, the things that I think work. So anyway, good chance to see what these guys can do. I'm not sure who's going to be starting at what position or where. We'll just have to see how the game starts, what we do from there, and we'll keep you guys informed on it. And appreciate everybody staying with us.
And I believe Pasadena will get the ball here to start the second half.
I'm going to check and see if. Looks like LaPorte is all over the Spartans of Porter, 33-7.
Wow.
And tonight also playing, that's the only game in ours. And yesterday, Crosby beat Fort Bend Kempner 57-0. And Angleton beat Kingwood Park 67-13.
Wow.
So a definite, I think, divide, if you will, in the upper echelon, of the district here.
Certainly.
We'll have to see how that plays out as the year goes on. As the season goes on, trying to figure out seeding for the playoffs. So Friendswood here to kick off here in the second half as the Eagles are going to get the ball to receive. It looks like the kickoff team, though, is pretty much the same group out there, the starters, the same ones that were starting the game, except for Noah Clegg. And I thought that was Vince Tainer that did the very first kick of the game, but maybe it wasn't. Maybe it was Clegg the whole time. I'm trying to find. I see Vince Tainer sitting on the bench, but I don't know if he kicked the very first one or not. He didn't have his helmet on. You know what? He's in shorts. So it must have been Clegg the whole time because his number is 47 and Vince Tainer's 43. So my apologies to Noah and his family. So Noah Clegg with the kickoff. He's going to pooch that one kind of high. It's going to bounce once, take a Friendswood bounce. Going to be picked up, fumbled again. Oh, my goodness, did Friendswood get on that?
I don't think they did. I think Pasadena recovered that, but just by the skin of their teeth.
Yes, that ball hit the ground and jumped forward there, and Pasadena had a jump on that.
Yeah,
so
we got a whole new look here for the Friendswood defense. I'm seeing looks like maybe 1 or 2 star.
Still have Campbell.
Yeah, I see Alan Ford.
You have DeLuca, number 90 is in. Ford is in.
Dax Berry is in at corner on the near
Yarn
side.
is number 19, but he has seen some snaps. Berry, 21. Still the same look for the Eagles, all bunched in. Going to be a quick handoff to the outside. Going to pretty much get nowhere as DeLuca, number 90, makes the tackle. So we don't see any JV guys in as of yet well, I take that back. We might have some JV guys playing, or some subs, I should say, playing. We don't see any JV guys in the white helmets yet. We do have subs, second or third group guys in on defense along with a smattering of starters.
Smattering.
Smattering, big word. And Dax Berry, who actually ran the ball some, is now looks like he's out there playing corner, number 21.
Yep. Yeah, I got to imagine they're going to get the second, third string guys some reps, and then that's when they'll start thinking about probably subbing in some JV players.
Looks like Leo Mitchell, number 42, as the handoff's going to go outside. He's not going to get very much at all.
And that was number 5, William Petrayko on the tackle.
Yep, Petrayko, he starts. So
yep.
Probably give some of these starters and, like I said, second team guys some snaps too, and then eventually get some of the white caps in there on the JV guys. So it is going to be 3rd and a lot for the Eagles. And, again, it's just been tough sledding the whole time. They don't have a lot of creativity on offense. I mean, I'm sure the kids are working hard and they're doing what they can. The numbers just aren't what they need to be to really be successful. But, hey, they're out here plugging, doing what they can, trying to do their best. I got to applaud them for the effort that they're getting.
Yeah, that's all you can ask for.
Again, it's going to be hand up to the little sniffer back, as Kirk likes to say. That's going to get a few yards. Not many, as that's going to be a quick 3 and out. 4th and about 16.
Yeah, and it looks like they have pivoted to, Mustangs have pivoted to Austin Kane for the punt return here.
Yep. Number 1, Austin Kane, is going to be out there for the punt return.
Man, I want to see this. I want to see a punt just at any time, but I really want to see a punt taken back to the house, Coach. Haven't seen one of those in a while.
It has been a while. Snap is back. It is. Oh, he almost gets it blocked, but he's going to get a small. Oh, that ball's going to die. Austin's going to let it go. I thought he might bounce back too. He might have a chance for a return, but actually it bounced, hit the ground, bounced up there, and kind of died. As all right, let's see what we got on offense. Here we go.
So no, it looks like no white caps still. Probably like we was talking about, getting second and third stringers on varsity. Some reps, but looks like an entirely new group here for the Friendswood offense from what I can tell. They might keep 1 or 2 starters, but I can't see any in the huddle currently.
Trying to see if I see Peyton Lowe, number 11, as the quarterback.
Yeah,
yes, Peyton Lowe is out there at the QB. Pasquale is number 26, Barry 21 at the backs. We've got double receiver set. Going to hand off to Daxberry. Daxberry is going to break it outside. He's going to hold the ball up nice. Going to get to the middle. Going to run through and get all the way down to the 30-yard line. Daxberry with a very nice first down for the Mustangs.
Yeah, and some nice wheels on Barry right there. Hit the gap and untouched run for about 15 yards right there.
And Carter Ward's in the game. Jackson Black, of course, up top. And I cannot see the other person up top. I apologize for that. Again, Peyton Lowe's going to hand off to Daxberry, going to break it out to his left, going to get hit, but break that tackle, and he's going to be taken down by 2 or 3 Eagles. Going to get a nice solid 5 yards on that play. It does look like Tuggy Butler up top, number 27. And his Uncle Gumby has chimed in. Thank you, sir, for listening.
Yes, sir.
Carter Ward, Black, and Butler are the 3 receivers. Pasquale is the H-back. Barry, it's going to be passed. No, excuse me. I thought it was going to be passed, hand off to Barry. It is not. It is passed out to Butler. I'm not sure Butler knew that was coming because it didn't look like he was ready for that.
Yeah, sure didn't.
The pass wasn't great, as great as it is either. Trying to get low. I'm trying to get his arm loose here. First little bit of the game, you want to make sure he's kind of loose there, getting it to Butler. Kind of falls at Butler's feet. Little high snap, going to hand it off to Barry. Barry's going to break it out to the right, going to cut it back inside. Going to have 1 guy dragging him down, 2 guys on his legs. Barry's going to get nice yardage on that to make it a Mustang first down on the 16-yard line.
Yeah, and even though it's a whole new unit, still great blocking up front by this O-line, giving Barry big old lanes to run through on these last couple first down runs.
Again, doubles up top, single receiver near side. Peyton Lowe's going to be dropped back, going to fire that ball over. It's going to be caught by Carter Ward, number 4. It's going to be on the 9-yard line. And we've got 75, Luke Davis, in the ball game. And, oh, gosh, those linemen move. I can't tell all their numbers. Lowe is going to hand it off to Daxberry. Daxberry is going to break out to his right. They're going to be stifled there at about the 4-yard line.
Looking at the offensive line, from what I can see, I see number 75. That's going to be Luke Davis lining up at right tackle.
76.
76 at right guard is going to be Colt Monson.
65.
65. That is going to be Brady Freeze.
52.
52, that will be Brandon Loader.
Brandon Louder and 56.
Louder.
Yeah, Brandon Louder, yep.
And then 56, that's going to be Morgan Benson.
And Peyton Lowe with the fake handoff. He's going to run that in himself, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Mustangs. That was pretty much a little decision, either hand it off to Barry or not. He decided to pull that one, went right on the left-hand side. Peyton Lowe, is that his first touchdown of the season?
I was just going to say, I'm pretty excited for the young man. I believe that's going to be his first touchdown of his varsity career.
Way to go, Peyton Lowe. The band is here, and they're kicking, as you all can hear.
Yep.
Must not have a competition or anything to go to this weekend. Those kids do what they got to do and work super hard. We're grateful for them.
And extra point is up and good. That makes this game 64-0. Your Friendswood Mustangs.
But that did take almost 5 minutes off the clock. It is 7-12 here in the third quarter. We might have a quick second half with the running the ball.
Yeah, fingers crossed here, Coach.
Because that clock just does not stop in that instance, and I'm sure Pasadena is okay with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we are on the same page with Pasadena as far as the clock.
Well, again, it's just a way to get other kids snaps. Again, we mentioned earlier, you just cannot mimic a game time gameplay. You just can't do it. It's super hard to do that in practice, you know, and basketball's kind of the same way. We can't do it at the junior high when we scrimmage either our silver team or the A team or each other. It's just hard. You know, you can't, because a lot of our guys play both ways, and they know the play with their calling, what makes it the defensive advantage, which is no fun.
Yeah.
Because we have two deep offense and two deep defense, and we have, I think on our team, Coach McKeel and I's team of 30 people, only 3 or 4 don't play both ways.
Yeah,
you know,
on a team of 30, yeah.
Yeah, only 3 or 4 play both ways. So anyway, we'll hopefully get a chance in there to get, Tuggy Butler maybe get a pass, get him a chance.
I'd love that.
Black maybe get another chance to get one. Maybe Carter Ward, I know, caught one down here. Maybe give him a chance. Keep those receivers' hands ready to catch the ball. You got to be ready at any time, because you never know. Somebody might get hurt in the next game, and you got to be next man up.
Next man up.
We'll see how that goes. Plus, I love to hear Jolie, cheering for her brother, Jolie Butler, who played basketball for me. I love Jolie to death. I wanted to cheer for her brothers as she can be loud. I love her to death. She scream and yell and hyped it up, and I want her to do her part. She's an awesome kiddo. She's super athletic too. So I used to joke with her. She's the most athletic of the 3. I give her a hard time. She's a good kiddo. So anyway. But again, Friendswood here, pretty much the same guys on kickoff. Oh, as Joy's off the field, he finally got it figured out. Oh, hang on, what are we doing?
Yeah,
missing somebody. All right, Mustangs spreading out here for the kick. Pooch that one up. That is going to be taken. I didn't see a fair catch symbol that time.
They
dropped it.
That's
oh, my goodness,
ball.
that's a live ball.
Oh, goodness. Oh, what? I guess it didn't bounce 3 times. The refs threw a flag. The ball did go out of bounds. The Mustangs had a chance to recover that there, but
I didn't see them call a fair catch.
I didn't either. And
Rick Johnson had a chance. He kind of felt awkward a little bit. Didn't get a chance to get it. Kind of gets up and shakes his head. He's okay, but I thought for a second we're going to get on that thing.
I did too.
Yeah, we have to kind of remind our kids sometimes that a punt
is not a live ball.
It's not. We just tell them get away. But a lot of times in junior high, the punt too, it's about a net gain of 5 yards. We're like, just leave it alone. Leave it alone. But the kickoff, you got to get on that. They have a hard time remembering which one do I grab. We're just like, this kickoff, you got to get it.
Kickoff, that's the big one, yeah.
Yeah, and they're so used to the front line, and so used to going and blocking. We had one, they did an onside kick. It literally went like a foot right by the front man. He just went to block. He's not used to it.
Yeah.
He just went to block. I was like, hey, he was sorry. I said, don't be sorry. That's okay.
Yeah, in a
that's
game.
Coaching. That's my fault. All right, here we go again for the Mustangs. Defense is looking good. A little handoff to 22, and that is going to be taken. Allen Ford looks like 49 in on that play, and a couple of the Mustangs as well. Pasadena actually gains a few yards on there. As you said, their rushing wasn't the best.
No, it was not.
You said 24 attempts and 29 yards?
24 attempts for 29 yards. Yes, sir.
That's a 1.3.
1.2 average.
1.2 average. Nice. Nice. So it's going to be has first down at second down. The guy doing the flipping of the down marker is not doing the great job.
No, he needs to be fired, yeah.
He is not. 23, Oliver Bray. It looks like he is in the ball game as well as one of the corners.
I mean,
they're going to hand. No, they're not going to hand that off.
He didn't even have time to hand the ball off.
He did not.
I mean,
again, DeLuca is in there, number 90. 25 comes up as well. And that is Bruce Adame. And Jake, if you want to borrow my binoculars, you're welcome to do so.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
You got better eyes than I do. You can spot them better than I can.
Yeah.
For sure. Okay, it is going to be third and about 8.
Third
One
and 8.
receiver on the near side. Pasadena again, hand off to the outside, tries to break it out. He is going to get hit and tackled by several Mustangs. It's just tough sledding. It's just that simple.
Right. No other way to put it. Tough sledding tonight. Great job by the Friendswood front seven. I mean, just absolutely stuffing the Pasadena run.
They're manhandling those guys all game long.
Yeah.
4th and 8 here for, are they going to fake punt again?
You know what?
Bring it out.
I would love to see a fake punt right now, Coach. I think that would just kind of brighten everything. Even if they didn't get it, they're not going to, but I'd just love to see it right here.
Is that Austin came back for the Mustangs? Okay, giving Austin a chance.
Got a little confusion.
See a little confusion here on the front line of the Mustangs.
And
that is going to be a
that's
crazy
a line
punt.
drive.
Oh,
Whoa.
that is hit by the Mustangs. You got to pick that up. You got to grab it. You got to grab it, Austin. Austin Kane picks it up on the 20, going to try to make a move. He does, trying to get outside, cutting it back in. 2 or 3 guys hit him. He still breaks free. Is going to roll up to the 35-yard line. Kind of a mental error there by the Mustangs. It looked like, excuse me, one of our guys tried to grab that. Brody Watkins tried to snag that, number 17. It kind of tipped off his hand.
Yep.
Austin went over Austin's head. He had to go back and get it, but he made some positive out of a negative there. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Mustangs on the 34-yard line.
Yeah, and that was just kind of a weird punt. I mean, that was just a almost straight-up line drive.
It was. Line drive here as, again, that group that was out just a minute ago, we mentioned their names, are out there again. Oh, we got Joy, number 10, out as a slot. And Daxbury running back on Lowe's left. Little high snap, going to hand to Daxbury. He's going to cut to his left, going to cut back right, make one guy miss, 2 guys miss, going to break it outside again. He's going to roll up, looking pretty shifty there. Daxbury is going to get all the way for a Mustang first down on the 46-yard line.
Wow, that looked Barry Sanders-esque, didn't it, Coach?
That was a very good run.
Wow, my goodness.
I'll be here all week. Please tip your waitress. 2 shows on Saturday night. Hope that was for Coach Butler. Hope you liked that, Coach Butler. Just trying to be funny. Hope you're listening. Coach Butler usually chimes in. He's always listening, so we appreciate his loyalty. I figure after I had all 3 of his kids, he could at least listen to me on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's the least he could do.
Yeah, high snap. Peyton Lowe's going to have to take it to himself. Going to bust through there and get a couple yards. Little high snap, and there's going to be a flag in the backfield.
Trying to.
Was it a face mask? Did the guy face mask?
Well,
I can't. It's in the area of where the tackle was.
Well, no, that's on the offense. Was it holding?
Okay, must have been holding.
Yeah,
it looked like he threw it right where Peyton Lowe was
Yeah.
tackled. And you try to throw it with infraction. I guess there was a holding penalty out there. I thought maybe they had gotten Peyton a little in the face mask. That's going to back the Mustangs up. It's going to be 1st and 20.
And
going to get that back. Going to be a free play. No, it's not. I thought they were going to.
yeah, unfortunately, pretty much the whole Pasadena defensive line jumped off sides right there. So that will give us back 5 of the 10 that we lost on the previous holding penalty.
Now it's going to be 1st and 15 as the clock sits at 3 minutes and 47 seconds. A very fast 3rd quarter.
Right. That's just what the doctor ordered.
You could say that again. The prescription is quick, right?
Yeah.
Doubles near side, single receiver set up top. Lowe and crew look over again to change the call for the Mustangs. Pasquale, the H-back, slides over to Lowe's left. Hand off to Daxbury, going to break out to his right, going to get to the middle again and get through 2 or 3 guys as he gets several yards. Going to get up to about the 49-yard line. So it is going to be second and about 4. Again, Maddox Joy in as the slot receiver. Carter Ward, the wide on the near side.
Wide on the near side.
He's the wide on the near side, yeah. And the other wide up there. Did I say that was 27 earlier?
I believe it is.
It's Tuggy. Should be Tuggy.
Yeah.
Throw it to Tuggy. Going to hand the ball off to Daxberry. He's going to break out to his left. Get almost for the ball comes loose.
Ooh.
The ball comes loose.
That looks like it's going to be Friendswood football. Let's see. I believe that is going to be recovered by Friendswood. Yeah, by
it is
by
Peyton
Lowe.
By
Yep.
Peyton Lowe. Yeah, he jumped on that. Daxberry had almost a first down. Oh, the one official staying. They called him down.
That was okay.
Okay.
Sure. All right, Mr. Ref.
He did not move his foot. They're calling Daxberry down on the play. It's going to be third and a very short one. Again, doubles receivers on the near side, single receiver set up top. H-back Berry is off to Lowe's right. It's going to be hand off to Berry. He's going to break it out to the left. He's going to cut back right. He's going to get the first down for the Mustangs, breaking it down to the 42-yard line.
And that'll bring us under 2 minutes here in the third quarter. Very, very fast third quarter compared to the first 2 quarters of the first half.
And I don't think anyone's complaining.
I was about to say, no, you will hear no complaints from me, sir. I'd really love to see some white hats in. I'd love to see some JV players get some reps tonight, get their first taste of Friday Night Lights. So I'm really hoping to see that at some point.
Yeah, after they get these other guys in, I'm sure they'll do something like that. We will see. But again, doubles on the near side. Single receiver set up top. Peyton Lowe again is going to hand off to Daxberry, who fumbles the ball a little bit, gets it back himself, tripped up, grabbed by the ankle, then knocked down. Wasn't a clean exchange there. And, of course, again, you haven't had that chance in a game situation.
Right.
I'm sure he's been taking handoffs in practice from Brister and from Lowe. It's just getting that connection down. It's like we talked a few weeks ago. It's difficult just to throw a line together.
Yeah.
These guys have to work together in synchronicity, nice word,
Wow.
trying to take care of all that stuff. And again, Peyton Lowe handing off to Daxberry. I know they've done it 1,000 times, but in a game, it's a little different. All right, again, hand off there. No, Peyton is going to RPO it. Peyton Lowe's going to go up top. That is well short. Intended for 27, Tuggy Butler.
Wish he could have got it. Wish he could have threaded the needle right there. Tuggy broke the double coverage, but like you said, that ball was just a little thrown a little too short.
Yeah, I think he definitely had beaten it. Ball was a little flat. Why do we have 2 footballs out there? I'm still confused. What do we?
I'm not entirely. I just wondering.
Tuggy ran the ball back. What do they want him to do?
Yeah,
he ran it back. I don't understand why they have 2 footballs out there. Something's crazy. Okay, it's going to be third and about 11. Or is it second? I'm looking at the scoreboard. It says second, and the down marker says third.
Okay, now it says third. Yeah, okay, now we're on the same page.
Little high snap. Peyton Lowe's going to screen pass over. Oh, Daxberry with a spin move and gets out of that. Breaks out the tackle. He's going to break out. He's at the 30, the 25. Going to try to truck somebody. Doesn't actually truck him, but still carries the guy with him 3 or 4 more yards. Nice run by Daxberry, getting all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Great throw and catch right there, and that'll bring us into the third quarter, Coach.
That will take us into the third quarter. Daxberry gets up a little gingerly there. Could be a little twisted ankle or knee.
Yeah.
Nice play by Daxberry. Good throw by Peyton Lowe. Dax, I'm sure, is going to be okay, but that was a great run by him. He was not going to go out of bounds. Figured, you know what, I'm in the game. I'm going to smoke somebody right here.
I was going to say.
Carried the guy a few yards with him. As like you said, it takes us down to the end of the third quarter. Your Mustangs, 64. The Eagles, nada.
And hopefully we just see more of the same from the third quarter here in the fourth. Coach, just run the football, run the clock down.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, earlier when I mentioned the Phoebe's grandfather, the Friends quote, who did I say would know, or the Friends, it was going to be her grandfather. Who did I say would know the answer?
Garcia.
And I asked Garcia at halftime, and he knew it in about 2.2 seconds.
And not only that, I was going to say, he acted like we asked him, what's 2 plus 2?
Exactly. He's like Albert Einstein. He knew it.
Yeah.
The boy has more useless knowledge in his brain, all the movies, quotes, and he's a quoting machine. I'm just not as – I'm better with music. I'm not good at all those movies, and he keeps track. We run into stuff all day. That's all we do all day is movie quotes and song quotes and trivia and – well, we work. I mean, don't get me all day. We actually have jobs and we do things. But the point is, that's what we do. So anyway. All right, Mustangs back at it. Live action here. It's going to be first and 10 from the 15-yard line. Daxberry. No, not Daxberry. Excuse me. It is going to be Peyton Lowe's going to take that ball up top. Excuse me, down the middle. Where am I? I'm just totally all over the place. I'm sorry. I can't. I'm trying to get who's in the game and stuff. Daxberry is out. It is now Charlie Moore back in the ball game, number 2. He went out to the flats. Peyton Lowe decided to run that ball himself and got a few yards up the middle. It's going to be second down for the Mustangs. And out wide, you got 27 Butler, 10 Joy. Up top, Carter Ward, number 4. Moore, number 2 in the game. Peyton Lowe at the QB. Charlie Moore is off to Peyton Lowe's left.
Let's throw it to number 27, please. He's looking his way. Oh, he threw it in the flats.
Into the flats to Enzo Pasquale, who dives for the cone, knocks the cone over, and the Mr. Official says, touchdown, Enzo Pasquale.
Great catch and run right there by Pasquale. Wish it would have gone to number 27, Tuggy Butler, but we got more game to play, so hopefully we will see that.
A little tough rollout, too, because he's actually rolling out to his left, having to throw with his right by Peyton Lowe, so nice little play. They tried that earlier with the starters in there. Nice little play call. You know, it's 70-0. The Mustangs probably could have scored on it a run or what have you, so see what the next series of offense or defense trays for us. Let's see here as looking at Coach Griff. They're counting out some guys. We've got some guys in. Let me see. It looks like maybe going in to be Scoggin and Kemp and Watkins.
Did he miss that extra point right
Michael
there?
Michael Davis.
Yep, no good on the extra point.
Oh, and no good on the extra point. We've missed 2 of them tonight.
Well,
as in to keep your score at 70-0, I think we're going to be okay.
Yeah, I think we'll be all right. And I was going to say, for whatever it's worth, that safety that we got makes up for the 2 missed extra points.
There you go. Always pulling the positives.
Yeah.
I appreciate you on that.
What can I say?
24, Michael Davis. Again, I'm trying to get some of these numbers in. Clegg is still going to be doing the kicking. 17, Watkins is at 19. Yes, Jake Yon, who's already been in some, going to continue to play.
Who else you see, Coach?
Bruce Adame, 25. His coach is counting them out, making sure he's got 11 guys. You know, they make those carpets that actually has 11 dots on it and have a 1, 2, 3. We thought about buying one from the junior high, put it on the sidelines, drag it out there every game. Line up right here. So we have our – it happens all the time. You show up and there'll be 10 guys. I'm like, where's so-and-so? And he's over there, you know, talking to his mom or something.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, get out of here, bro. What are you doing? You know, they come off from the extra point. They forget they're on the kickoff as well. They forget that stuff.
I was going to say, I remember that being a pretty big problem in junior high ball.
Just getting 11 guys on the field, man. If I can get 11 dudes, I mean, that is an accomplishment among itself, right?
100%, Coach.
You know, one year Coach McKeel and I had 57 guys on one team, and we had 3 deep of offense deep, trying to get all those guys playing.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 63 guys. Anyway, we got them in. The parents were amazed how we did it. We just kept calling numbers, blood, colors, and numbers, and trying to get them. It was crazy.
Well, and I remember my 8B year with Coach Mavis.
Oh.
We had, I don't know why I remember this, we had 83
there
kids.
Was 80, I remember that. I do remember that. 83 guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Poor Mavis.
Yeah, no kidding.
He wanted to pull a little hair he had out. That kick is up, and it is taken by Pasadena, going to be brought up to the 28-yard line to be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. 10:53 in this game. The crowd is starting to slowly, but ever so slowly, but still nonetheless exiting.
Faithfully.
Faithfully. Anybody know that song? Anybody? No, I'm a terrible singer, but does Krista, you know that song, Krista? Faithfully?
Well,
one of the best 80 bands of all time.
I was going to say I wasn't there in the 80s, but if you don't know Journey, you must live under a rock.
You must live under a rock. That's right. Highway run. Okay, here we go. Back to live action. Don't want to hear me sing anyway.
In the midnight. Sorry.
Yeah. It's going to be handoff again up the gut. They're going to be taken down, get 2 or 3 yards by the Eagles. 42 and 12 in on the stop. Number 12 is Gavin King, my man.
Shout out Gavin King.
Yes, sir. And 42, Leo Mitchell. Nice job, gentlemen, getting in there. Gavin King. Love the King family. The band is still kicking, aren't they?
Hey, they're having a good time over there, it looks like.
I like it. Keep it rolling. We do have number 95 in the game as well. Levi Sutton. Talk to me, Levi. Get in there, big boy. Again, Pasadena's all going to be crumped together. They don't have any idea what's going on. The line's messed up. Coach has to call the timeout. They had their line shifted. Who was the guard? Who was the tackle? They are not really sure.
Left guard was playing right guard. Right guard was playing tackle. Center was playing wide receiver. They just didn't know what they were doing right there,
They
Coach.
weren't really sure what was going on. There's lots of guys getting a chance to get in there. Here's what's So I see some guys have the different kind of uniforms,
I
but
see that.
they're not in the white caps. I wonder if, I don't know if they, are they switching? They're not surely switching helmets. Surely not.
No, I hope not. Real
Sure.
quick, I want to give, I know he's not listening, but I think my aunt might be. Shout out to my cousin Tyler out there in the band tonight.
Yeah.
Amy, I hope you're listening.
Mm.
Shout out to my cousin Tyler.
Tyler who?
Tyler Brooks.
Tyler Brooks. Let's hear it, Tyler Brooks. Second at about 9 for the Eagles. Again, they have one wide receiver, and no one noticed he's there. Snap, but there's no one.
Nobody's
They're not
covering
even paying attention,
this
number
might,
11.
This
There's
might be the
no
goose egg right
Mustang.
here. Come on.
Then timeout for the Mustangs
yes.
because number 11 was out there absolutely
Nobody.
naked. Nobody was around him.
Wow.
I don't mean no clothes naked. I mean nobody's around him naked.
Oh.
That's a Tennessee term. Sorry.
Wow. You had
That's
me
my-
worried there for a second,
Yeah,
Coach.
that's my Tennessee slang.
Whoa.
He was absolutely by himself, like jumping up and down, saying, snap the ball. And nobody on the Mustangs recognized that and ended up having to use a timeout. Otherwise, that should have been 6.
Right.
But we'll see if they actually
Yes.
would have completed the pass. But the Mustang defense was just focused so much on the inside, they were not paying attention to him, who was out there all by his lonesome. Now we got out there. Here we go. Now they got a guy in coverage on the one lone wide receiver out there to the top.
It looks like they've got a JV player in on the line because I can see by his jersey, but it looks like they didn't give him a white cap. But it looks like we are starting to sub in some JV players.
Get a handoff up the middle. He's going to break 1 tackle, break 2, get out and get about 5 or 6 yards. Might be one of the longest runs of the night for the Eagles.
Let's see here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, you already said it. Levi Sutton. Yeah. Okay.
Levi Sutton, yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, his jersey's, it's still blue, but it just
Yeah.
has a different little design.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the name on the back, which typically the non-varsity kids don't. They have to kind of earn that, being on varsity, getting the name on the back, which is kind of cool if you ask me.
Yeah. Did you say Leo Mitchell as well?
I did say Leo Mitchell.
Okay,
Yep,
okay.
yep.
Guess I just wasn't paying attention, Coach. My bad.
That's okay. I don't pay attention to myself either. Third and about 3. And off in fumble. The fumble
ball
gets
to
on
the
the ground,
ground.
and the quarterback decides to jump on it.
And
That was a fumble by number 88. Actually goes back about 3 or 4 yards, and their quarterback jumps on that. That is going to bring up a 4th and about 10 for the Eagles. Appreciate you guys staying with us here. As it is somewhat of a historic game for the Mustangs, as we mentioned earlier. They have beat their own record of 56 points and a half by 1 point when it was 57-0 at halftime. The score now is 70-0 with 8:34, and the clock is still running on down.
wow, Coach, we're part of history.
We are a part of history. That is true. That is a snap back to the punter. That is going to be a punt, kind of wobbly. It is going to bounce out of bounds.
Probably smart. Oh, and that's number 6 on the return. That would have been Veer Malhotra.
Veer Malhotra, yep.
Unfortunately, he did not get a chance to return that punt.
I want to see him. Veer is fast.
Yeah.
He can run. I'd like to see Veer. He ran track for us at the junior high. One of Coach Garcia's sprint guys. I would love to see him a chance to return a punt and see what he can do with it.
No, me too. Me too. I just love that these JV kids are getting some reps here on Friday night. Just nothing quite like getting your first snap in front of the Friday night crowd. It's just
It is different than Thursday night when you're playing basically in front of your parents.
Yeah.
And that's it. No band, no
Mhm.
cheerleaders, no Wranglerettes, no announcing, and all that stuff. That is different. The Mustangs here are, again, going single receiver set, near side doubles up top. Still Peyton Lowe calling this out. Going to hand that off to Dax Berry, who's back in the game. Going to break 1 tackle, going to go up the middle, take 2 or 3 guys with him as he bowls forward to get about 8 yards. Dax Berry, who was slightly injured, looks like he's back in the game.
good to see. But we do have an injured Eagle. Oh, okay.
And
just
he
popped
pops
back
right
to-
up.
All right, never mind.
He says, I'm good.
All right.
So we have Butler here to the near side. Far
Let's-
side looks like Carter Ward, number 4, and Maddox Joy as the far side slot.
Towards the Butler.
28 is the H-back. That is Max Rink. Lowe moves Rink to his right. Daxbury is also on the right. Hand off to Barry, who's going to break out to his left, pause a little bit, and get enough for the first down as he breaks through that line. Nice blocking by the JV guy, or not just JV, the ones and twos guys up front. Good job by those those big boys up front, doing a great job of making some blocks. Seven minutes here on the clock.
And counting.
And counting.
That's the important part.
They're really in no hurry to call the play to
No.
start it. I don't blame them with 14 left here on the play clock. Lowe's going to take pass one out to Butler. Nice. Going to pick that one off. That's go Tuggy. Butler hangs on to that. Gets a Mustang first down. He drags a couple guys with him. Hustles up and gets the ball out. Way to go, 2-7. Got your wish, Jacob.
Coach, I think that's the best 12-yard catch and run I've seen all night. Right there.
And the band just
laying it on.
I love it. They are just kicking it. They don't care what the score is. I'm here to work, and they are working it.
Coach, they're just full of school pride.
For sure. They're letting the clock go down. It's about 12 seconds here before they even try to line up and get the play. I don't blame them one bit.
Nope.
8 on the play clock. Peyton Lowe going to bark it out. Daxbury on his right. Kind of do a little blitz up the middle, and Daxbury goes out to his right. Going to get 5 or 6 yards.
Ref only gives them 3.
Oh, really?
All right, Mr. Ref, whatever.
Maybe, okay, maybe I'm wrong. My angle's bad. Maybe that's what it is. I'm getting old. You know, I would have to assume, though, that Pasadena really doesn't have a lot of subs.
No.
So, you know, maybe these, you know, they get tired and they get worn out. We mentioned earlier, I know several guys over at Pasadena sitting on the bench because they played a lot, I'm sure. But, you know, it just makes it tough. When the Willow Ridges and things like that, you don't have the numbers, you don't have the numbers. And that's a difficult process.
No, absolutely.
Try to win that way. It makes it hard. I know they work hard. I'm sure they're working as hard as they can. So you kind of feel bad for them if they don't have the numbers. But Peyton Lowe barks it out, going to hand off to Daxbury, going to go to his right, his left, break it out to his right, up the middle, going to have a hole, and he's going to run up to the.
You know, it's funny.
They're marking it down to the 16-yard line. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say they marked him down right there. The play's called dead, but he did not touch the ground on that play.
Oh, you think he rolled over the guy?
He rolled over the guy, but it makes no matter at this point.
Yeah.
We got an injured Eagle. He looks. Yep.
That'll be a quick injury timeout.
Yep.
Again, I want to thank you guys just checking us out. Appreciate the loyalty of the fans listening and the fans here in the stadium sticking here and watching their brothers and sisters and their grandkids and their sons and daughters play. You know, I think in my son's career, my daughter's career, they went through the junior high and the high school. My son, I missed, I think, 5 games his entire life because I either had a tournament game or something like that. And I've got all of them on video. I remember we went to a game one time recording, and one of my friends goes, "You're going to be that dad?" I said, "Yes, I am."
Yep.
And I have all those games on video. My daughter the same way. In her senior year, she had the musical and everything else. We went all 7, 8 times. We went to every one of them. And even with the play, it's the same thing every time. I went to every one of them. I'm like, we're not missing that stuff.
No, of course.
Can't blame anyone wanting to stick out here and hang out and watch their kids play.
Yep.
Get a chance again for the JV guys if they get in, or the 2s and 3s get a chance to play some varsity snaps. You got to love that. So it's a good time to get in, and wouldn't miss it for the world.
No, sir. Nowhere else I'd rather be.
For sure. I'm sure Jolie is pretty excited for Tuggy. She's a good little sister, so proud that she's happy for Tuggy. All right, Peyton Lowe again calling it out. Hand off to Daxbury, going to go to his left, going to cut it back again left. He kind of sneaks inside. Don't call the hold, and they did not. And that is going to be – oh, he's reaching. Is that guy reaching in his –
No, ref, slow down.
I thought for a second he was reaching. Didn't it look like he was?
He kind of did. It looked like he grabbed it and then just kind of let go of it back in his pocket.
He did not. So that's going to be a touchdown for number 21, Daxbury.
And that play was made possible because of outside blocking by number 27, Tuggy Butler.
All right, your guy, yeah,
That's
nice blocking there. For a quick second, I thought they were going to call holding. I didn't think it was, but
no, kind of looks like it.
One thing we tell the junior high kids and receivers: if the play's not coming to you, it's not a pass.
Just
you have to block though.
Yeah.
And they block, and so they'll do it sometimes so good it is a holding. I'm like, well, you have to block until you can't block.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can't have your hands outside. And the problem with the receivers is they're out there by themselves. The kick is up and it is good, taking your score. Is it 78-0? Is that right?
It's 78-0. Yes.
But, you know, they have to get out there and the block, and they're out there by themselves.
Right in front of the ref.
Right in front of the referee. And I understand it's a hold, But if I'm running down the left side of the field
Right.
and my receiver blocks and he holds on the top right-hand side,
Yeah.
that defensive back is not going to make the
No.
play. And I know they got to call it, but he is not going to run all the way across the field and catch that guy.
I know.
I'm like, I'm not saying let it go, but it should almost be one of those plays that is like, it's a non, what's the word I'm looking for? A non.
I know what you're trying to say.
He's not going to change the play.
It's a non-factor.
It's a non-factor play. Yeah, I don't know what the word is, but I know you have to call it, and how do you decide? I know it's difficult, but
I understand all that, but there's nothing worse than seeing a great play come back because a receiver on the opposite
side, yes,
Yeah.
that had zero to do with the play.
Right.
Oh, I know it drives me crazy, but whatever. I know that's the rule. It's just frustrating.
Yeah.
Because in junior high, they could call a hold every play.
Yeah, every
We'd
single
be there
play.
all night.
Every single play.
Yeah, the kids come up, Coach Roots, they're holding me. Yes, they probably are.
Yeah.
But if I tell the ref that, he can look at it. But otherwise, guys, we'd be playing the game for 3 days. It'd
No.
be like a cricket match. If
No
they called
kidding.
every hold, it'd be there all night.
Yeah, Coach Mavis told me that on that 8B team.
Yeah.
I was playing DN. I was just getting held on every play. Came to him. I complained about that, and he pretty much told me, suck it up.
I know. Okay, the score has been changed at 77. I thought that was right. 77-0, not 78. So
And
Clegg's going to boot this one back. They're just going to
No
they're going
fair
to take it
catch.
on about the 3-yard line. No fair catch by the Eagles. The Eagles going to break it up through the
Ooh,
bam,
nice pop.
and get absolutely tattooed.
Nice. Who was that? Let's see.
That is number 42.
That's going to be Leo Mitchell.
Leo Mitchell comes in and says, "Welcome to varsity football." Way to go, Leo. Nice hit.
And looks like we've got KJ Benton coming in from the JV players.
Oh, King James, come on. That is his given name.
That is his given name.
I met him when he moved into Friendswood. I said, "What's your name, son?" He said, "King James." His mother said, "That's his given name." So everybody calls him KJ.
I would have said like the Bible.
That's exactly what I said. She said, "Yes, sir." I like OKJ, man. Good for him. Getting KJ in the ball game. That's awesome. Also, number 12 in the game, Rhett Wagner. Come on, Mr. Wagner. Let's see what you got, son. Again, one single receiver here on the near side. We'll hand off inside, and that is going to be swallowed up by the Mustangs. Not much going on. Again, doesn't matter who you put in there in blue. They are just absolutely dominating the O-line. We also have number 44. I'm sorry, Jacob, number 44 in there. Vincent Velleman. Come on, Vincent. I said 42, 50. Mr. Scoggin, another great young man there. DeLuca is in. Again, 95. Levi Sutton, we mentioned him earlier. Jan is still in. I'm trying to get all the numbers. They're not turning. 54 is.
Oh, 54. That is.
I don't have it. Is that 54? I don't know, but.
Yeah, we don't have a 54. I don't know.
I'm just looking. Is it 54?
I think it is because
it is 54. I just don't have a number for him. He made the play too. I just don't have his. I don't have his name and number. I'm sorry about that. I am sorry. Whoever the mom and dad is at 54, my apologies.
Yep, your son made a good play.
Yeah, he did a great job. It is 3rd and 11 for the Eagles. 3:15 and counting.
And counting.
Come on, clock. Eagles again have one receiver on the near side. 3 backs in the backfield.
Handoff right.
Handoff
left.
Handoff left to number 22.
And that was a great tackle there by, I think that was number 17.
It is Brody Watkins.
17?
Okay. Veer Mahotra is going back. Number 6 is going to be standing at about the 50-yard line, maybe the 45-yard line. Let's see if he can do something with this punt. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I want to see those wheels that you were talking about.
He can run. Come on, Veer. Let's see what you got, son.
Band's just still going at it. I think they're having more fun than anybody.
Oh, they did the fake again.
Let's go.
They did the fake,
Let's
and
go.
that is not going to go anywhere this time. They tried it.
Wait, they're pushing
wait
the
a minute.
pile?
They're
He got
pushing
it.
the pile.
Oh, you got the first down,
They
Coach.
got the first down.
Wow. Oh, I was hoping I would see that a second
my
time.
Goodness.
Wow. And a little pile push, too, right there, because the faker, I didn't even get a number on that, got stopped, I want to say, about almost 4 yards short of the first. But then an extra effort by the lineman of Pasadena allows them to get the first down.
They asked to get the first. They sure did, and that's going to make the 2-minute warning, the 2-minute timeout, the 2-minute stoppage, whatever you want to call it. 2 minutes on the clock, and your Mustangs are up 77-0. All of a sudden, I said something about the King family, and they come back. The King family loves you too, Coach. That is awesome. It's great to make relationships with lots of families, and in all the 20 years I've been here at Friendswood, it's a lot of fun.
Oh, Amy, yes, I'm glad you heard the shout out. I was really hoping so.
Yeah, she's, I'm listening. Jake! Heard the shout out. That is awesome. The King family, yes. There's one of the many great families. There's so many people. You can look back in my career here at Friendswood who've just been so supportive of me and my wife and my kids and things that we do and when we coach and things like that. So it's awesome to be a part of that. And I don't have many more years left, Jacob, but I'm, I've enjoyed it, but I'm not sure how much longer it's going to be going on. But anyway, neither here nor there as we get back to live action. 2 minutes on the clock. Again, only one receiver on the top. Again, handoff by the Eagles, and he is going to get smothered up by 2 or 3 or 4 Mustangs. That is going to be, first hit was, again, 17. And it looks like Jake Yon in on that one as well. And Brody Watkins. 145 and ticking. Man, I wanted him to punt that to Veer.
Oh, I did too.
I wanted to see what he had, man. I was
Me
wanting to
too.
see something. That was water running off of a bottle to Jacob Rich.
My
Just so that you
apologies,
know.
listeners. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I didn't know what that was. As the play clock's down to 5, 4, 3. They're just going to wait and call a timeout.
All right.
There's no timeouts on the scoreboard, so I don't know how many that is for them.
We'll just give them one.
I haven't really been paying attention to timeouts because it really hasn't been a factor for the Mustangs. Haven't really paid attention.
No.
There's a 1:15 left on the clock. Again, a quick shout out to Krista. She's been with us now a couple weeks. Senior, right, Krista? She's a senior. Krista, where are you going to go to school? She has not. She is an undecided. So if you're out there and you need a fine young lady who can work all this equipment, send her a scholarship. Krista's great. We love having her here. She's done a great job for us the past couple weeks getting us on the air and things like that. We appreciate Al Tag, just his whole crew. All the kids work for Al and the stuff he does. I know way more than just our Friday night games. A lot of stuff at the high school they do, the news program and things like that. So MCS is killing it, and we appreciate it. To get it back to live action, it is 1:15 here in the ball game. One receiver up top, and everybody else bunched in with 3 receivers behind the quarterback. I've said that about 1,000 times tonight. The Eagles going to hand that ball off again, going to the right. That is going to be a trip-up takedown.
And that looks
again,
like a fumble.
54 again. I apologize. Wish I had his name. He has played really well when he's in there. He's got a couple tackles. Eagles have jumped on that. Going to actually lose.
Right at the line to gain.
It's going to be close. Yeah, right back at the line of scrimmage.
We only need to run one more play here.
50 seconds and counting. Again, thank everyone for checking us out tonight. We try to do our best. It's tough. It really is tough in games like this. It's kind of the same formation, the same plays here by Pasadena. The Mustangs have looked good on offense. We got a few games to go here as, again, we're continuing to go down this district path. Again, we've got next week Porter, 7 o'clock at Porter. So listen and check us out because it's going to be a long haul to get there. The next week on Thursday, not Friday, Thursday the 30th, the day before Halloween, is going to be at Kingwood Park. We'll finish up right here at the friendly confines against Fort Bend Kempner on the 7th of November here at Henry Winston Stadium. So check us out for those last. Can you believe it? The last 3 games of the year, Jacob? It seems like
it just
started,
flew by.
And
I know.
Golly, it goes by so quick. The anticipation to get here is such a, I guess it's so highly built, and then you end up turning around and it just flies by, it seems like.
Well, and you know what they say, Coach. Time flies when you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun, or when you're old, like me, because time does go fast. The older you get.
Yeah, I heard about that.
My grandma used to always tell me that time flies as you get older, and I thought, old lady, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
And then she was, man, it just.
Spot on.
Absolutely, I'll be 55. I got a 22-year-old, a 20-year-old. It seemed like they were 3 and 4 yesterday. But, time flies. Probably going to be the last play here as the clock is at 22 seconds. Pasadena, again, have doubles up top. Just throw a bomb. Why not?
Why
they're not going to do it. They're going to hand it off again. The number 2 breaks 1 tackle, breaks. No, it does not break that last tackle. Going to run down to the 35-yard line. It's going to be 13 seconds on the clock.
That'll about do it.
For the love of God, just run this thing out.
Yes, please.
And don't worry about it. And that's what they're going to do. All righty. Well, Jacob, as the clock goes to 3, 2, and 1, we want to thank everybody for checking us out, all those who listening and chatted us up, the Butler family, everyone who has been listening to us tonight, Miss Nelson, Anne Marie, you all go and have a great rest of the weekend. Coach Butler chatted us up real quick. He said he hopes everybody's favorite football team wins, and Mikey's Arizona Christian University team is playing Ottawa University. So good luck, Mikey Butler. Have a great game, son. Thank you for all checking us out. Again, thanks to my man Jacob Rich, to our producer extraordinaire, Krista, for all the work she has done, Al Tag and that whole crew. Everyone have a great weekend. You'll hear us back next week at Porter. Go Mustangs.